Mm-hmm.
Oh,
We just sat with the dogs, making sure they weren't crying over fireworks, pretty much,
Mhm.
Fair. Been there.
and being sick.
okay. We are live.
Oh, you're
I'm
good?
happy
Yeah,
to
that's
be
fast.
playing D&D again. First D&D session of the year right here for me.
Yeah.
Uh,
Gang.
yes, ready for it. Um, all right. Well, I'll go ahead and jump in with a recap. Um, last we left off, the party was in the city of Carthage, the old stomping grounds of Cade, as they had followed Cade's father to this land, where he had escaped to very narrowly from uh, Thalos and their encounter. With a couple of the dragon orbs that you guys left with him before going to a distant land. Um, upon getting into the city, Deckard bringing you guys there, he left to go meet up with someone like himself, um, his other half or other third, if you will, Commander Krellick or Captain Krellick on the ship in the Astral Sea. He left as soon as he dropped you guys off in one of his safe houses here in Carthage, leaving you to your own devices. The party split up and searched around the house and uh, uncovered some things in the basements, fighting a mimic, and also uncovering this kind of mechanical lizard type dragon creature that scurried away. And um, uh, they decided to stay here and rest a bit before going on and searching for Cade's father in this place. And upon waking up, staying the night in Grace's mansion, they decided to use this key that this little metal creature brought them. So they found a keyhole somewhere inside of this abode, under a table and carpets, and unlocked the door. And hundreds of these small creatures erupted out of this place, froze, blinked their sapphire eyes all in unison, and then scattered out through the reaches of this building to the exterior. Um, uh, a little odd, but the party searched around that place. Terwin seeing some handiwork of a former uh, colleague of theirs, uh, strewn about. Yeah, mentor, strewn about in this small workshop that these creatures were being held in. Um, uh, over the same course of that night, Nyx had used his orb for the first time, talking to it and getting it to resurrect a creature from a tooth that it got from the mimic, bringing to life a small stone creature. A creature of stone, made of stone, and is stone.
I forgot about him.
I didn't.
The party decided what to do next. Where would they go? Asking Cade whereabouts in the city his father might be. Cade used their new crystal ball that they had found in Val Sharoon's office to amplify some of his magic, and scryed on his father, essentially astral projecting into his space, waking him up and writing a message on a piece of paper in the room. His father telling them to meet him where Cade was turned. Cade knew what this message meant and directed the party of where they should go. The party, now with some extra members, a reincarnated friend of theirs for a second time into a tiefling, decided to group up with a simulacrum of Mill's creation to peruse the city as the party went off in search of Cade's dad. They left, went up towards the mountain at the edge of the city, in the interior bay of the first bay that leads into the city of Carthage. Upon exiting in the early hours of the morning, they saw a party of Deathwatch coming back from what looked like a hunt, carrying a rather large, cut up and dissected creature on the backs of the horses they were riding in on. A keen eye was able to determine that this creature was in fact a bullet, very tough-skinned and hardy creature. Continuing on to the outpost itself at the base of this mountain they were heading towards, they were greeted on the outskirts of it by Mills noticing that they were being followed in the trees by cloaked figures. Seeing Mills notice them, they vanished, and the party walked up to the open gates of this outside training ground of the Deathwatch. Cade, seeing one of his old mentors inside training some new recruits, led the party in under the guise of recruitment, saying that everyone was here to see what the Deathwatch was all about. After a small display of feats on some of the challenge courses and archery range, the party decided to continue on with what they were here to do, walking towards the main entrance of the castle here itself at the base of the mountain. Cade sees another one of his early mentors, a druid that was in control of the guard around this area, and she was off to do some work. They greeted each other, and the party passed through and continued to ascend through the castle up to a very distant point within the depths of the mountain itself. A ritualistic chamber he led everyone into, a large circular chamber, huge skylight leading up through the cavernous mountain out to the sky above, leading some early morning sunlight into this chamber, the center of it housing a large metallic cage, from which Cade tells you that's where he was turned, and by his own free will, the cage is there for him to enter and not escape from whenever he went through the ritualistic process. Seemingly out of the shadows, his father appeared. There was a long conversation about lineage and what his dad's real name was, as the party became very concerned, or very, not concerned, but interested in if Cade had any brothers or sisters or not. And he found out they in fact did have a brother and a sister that were twins. One of the going through the order of the Deathwatch, they ascertained where they might be in the world, leading their own sects, being higher rank in the Deathwatch themselves. Also learned about a not unfaithfulness, but just some goings on that his father had in the past between him and a current champion of his newfound god that he follows. The mother of his brother and sister, but not his own mother. His own mother being someone else, this Galadriel creature that they have seen in the past and had interaction with. After deciding that the party would now go in search of another orb that the information was divulged to them that there might be one down in the southwest region of this planet, down in the depths beneath an ocean. Cade's father tells them that he's going to go on an inquiry to the Death Watch Council themselves to get to the bottom of how these daggers might be being misused in such a way to take all souls and not just the ones deserving of death. Heading back towards Deckard's little abode here in Carthage, that's where we'll pick up tonight's session, heading back to gather the rest of the party to make your journey down towards Alondor's part of this world.
That was extensive.
Didn't I miss the session?
I missed the session for sure.
Yeah, but I thought something happened after that. I remember all of that.
Well, okay. Right after we talked to Cade's dad, we talked to Deckard. And we were like, hey, we're going to go to the Gillespie Sea. And he's like, I'll meet you there in 2 days. And then I think we were like, oh, we got 2 days. We can go visit Cade's brother and sister in the 2 days, since we can just teleport to the Gillespie Sea.
At least the sister. She's the closest one.
So, did you ever
That's
go
what we
visit?
last talked about.
No, I just found out they existed. So
Aileen, we haven't played without you.
Yeah.
yeah, Jordan, but not you.
Yeah. And I think
Okay.
Logan wasn't there for the last one either. Yeah.
Yeah, no recollection of any of that conversation.
Because
The beginning half. The second half, I was paying attention.
we didn't know what to do with your son, so we just left him in the house.
Yeah, so y'all are now walking back down this mountain path towards the city, and y'all can talk about anything. Obviously, some of you might need refreshers from party member to party member about the conversations that y'all just had, the revelations, anything like that as y'all walk back down towards Carthage.
I'm just shell-shocked at your dad for being such a hoe.
I mean, okay, look, I can't control what my father did, but I can control how I treat people from now on.
Immortal.
I mean, it seems like it runs in the genes.
I think it might run in the genes. I mean, what he
Also,
he tried to hit on
he
his
only
mother.
has 2 siblings. That's I mean, he's been living for
That's
1,000
it's
years.
That-
so it's
that-
not
two-
a
that
good
we know of.
generation.
And
That we know of.
But he
Yeah.
it's not
beat
that
Cade's
scandalous.
mom while he was married to his ex.
I mean, that happens every day.
So,
So
I think you're, a bit like your father. Not in the sense of women, but you definitely take
yeah,
on as
you have
many
the
gods
same
as you can.
taste.
Okay, look, I have one right now, okay, so I'm doing a lot better.
That's fair.
But I can also choose how I treat my family. So,
Alondor, how are you feeling about visiting your old stomping grounds?
Mm-hmm.
I think I've been away quite a long time. Maybe a bit longer than I was supposed to be.
And you don't have the
and
horse.
Are you-
I-
So, like, you
Shoot.
wanna
You don't have the horse.
I can be a horse. I can be a horse for you, or Crumb.
Thank you,
We can make Crumb be the
Heroin.
horse.
Grab a horse.
That's my tour. It might pass off until it's in the stable. Yeah, I don't know what my punishment for that's gonna be.
Oh, so like you're gonna get arrested, or
Not
are you gonna get in
arrested,
trouble with you?
I mean,
more like reprimanded. Or,
Are you on like a mission from your monastery or something?
well,
what were you
I received the letter that led me to that inn, and they allowed me to leave. For its
Oh,
In your defense, me and Grace,
how long ago was that?
like a year.
A year?
Or two.
Like a few weeks, maybe.
in your defense though, me and Grace can back up that a lot has fucking happened since then.
You've
We were
been
there.
quote unquote
It's been-
on mission the whole
Right,
time.
it's been a lot.
It's
We
been
know
a-
where you did.
It's been about 6.5 months.
I thought it took him like 6 months to travel there.
Yeah.
No, it. Oh yeah, you're right.
To- to
it's
go
been
from-
about it's about a
Yeah.
year and a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a little time. They knew, because they knew where I was going, so they knew it was going to take quite a while for me to get to the capital by horse
They
anyway.
thought they knew. You've
But
now
it's
gone
still,
so many other places.
I've gone over that, sort of, I should have been home already.
Other
I'm
planes.
sure they'll be thrilled to be regaled with your travels, though, right? It'll add to the knowledge of the
Yeah, is there
monastery.
anything we need to not say about our travels?
Oh,
Anything blasphemous or anything like that?
I mean, it's not so much blasphemy. I mean, if you speak ill will towards, dragons and that such, maybe I wouldn't.
Oh,
Fair.
what does that mean about the dragon orbs then? Because they're quite literally
Oh,
trapping
we
dragons.
literally cannot
inside.
let them see those orbs.
Okay.
That's important to know. We should
That's-
probably
yeah,
put them
that-
in the hole.
Those are like probably the most holy of things they would covet if they saw
Oh.
those. So
Okay. Okay. So
So
maybe
we're
put them in the
not
hole.
telling them why we're back. We're just
They would also-
saying we're here.
yeah, exactly. They would probably also go above and beyond to try and free those dragons from those orbs.
Oh.
Yeah, no. They just do
All
what
right.
Nicholas is doing. Probably.
I'm sure he'd love these guys.
Dude, they'd
Shit.
willingly give
Ian.
themselves to his ritual.
So Alondor, you know that where this area was described to you is like out in the middle of the ocean away from your monastery. You don't necessarily have to go back to your monastery. But being in that region, you might come across people. If you decide not to go through your monastery, you still may come across people that know of you or your monastery and such like that. You don't
If we
specifically
go-
have to go there, but you'll be in close proximity if you want to go there.
I might need to check in, and I if I'm close enough, I think I have to go check in, but
Would they be able to
it
tell?
could also be beneficial for us to go there. We could have a quicker, easier passage out into the ocean from where we are, maybe an escort of some sorts also.
Will they let you leave again?
Yeah, that's another
And
question.
also,
Well,
won't the
that's-
escort become privy to our quarry if we
Yeah.
take them with us?
Yeah.
Well, that's that. I mean, I was just throwing out suggestions on stuff that could happen. I mean, maps of. We definitely have mapped out the undersea, so.
Oh, that would be helpful.
Not necessarily exactly to where we're going, but a vast majority of maps have been made of what lays beneath.
Better
So-
than just searching
Eh?
in nothing
Eh?
with no leads.
Are we going to see the sister? What are we doing? What are we currently doing right now?
So, we talked about this, Grace. The plan was to go see my sister, and then in a day or two go to Alondor's neighborhood, and then try to see if we can pick up the trail of this orb.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we get back to the house and then we leave, or we're gonna rest. What are we
Well,
doing?
we're walking now, Grace.
Okay.
We talked about this. We're going to go find the others to collect them, and then we're all going to go together.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Oh,
Also,
still pretty
don't
early in the
remember, so
morning.
stop giving her lip, okay?
Okay, we're going to find the rest of the crew. All right. Your
Got it.
what's your rock boy's name? Did you name him? We're going to find.
Stone
Gary?
Sun
He,
and
he did name him.
yeah, Stone Sun.
Mix would
Very.
remember. I can't for the life of me remember what I named him.
Or
Gary.
some shit.
Yeah,
Gary? Was
Gregory?
Gary?
Gregory?
It was Derry.
Dairy. All right.
It was scary.
Like I said, we're gonna go find Derry and
Gary!
Gary.
Gary.
We're gonna go find Gary,
and
Daisy,
Crumb.
and Crumb. And then once we
Or
find
about
them,
town.
we're gonna go to wherever
Well, we're leaving Daisy here, right? To live a normal life.
if she wants. I can't remember what
Instead
she
of
said.
dragging her on more adventures where she might die again.
I guess that
Okay.
might be her choice.
Quattro.
We're on
With,
3.
with
3?
us, they have died.
She
two-
might
two
be
times,
useful
so-
though, because she has Drax's memories now.
We'll ask her what she
Like,
wants to do since she's her own person.
Drax.
Ask her what she wants first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I think, yeah, exactly. Ask her what she wants. But
Yeah.
honestly, in my personal opinion is that we have drugged this person along after their capture for however long they were alive from child and just drug them into death everywhere we've gone. So I think, sort of, hey, you can be free and go, or hey, please go be free and go is the more mode I'm gonna be in.
Well, also we don't want to make her feel like we don't want her around too, because she is kind of just.
I really don't,
Floating
because she's kind of
around.
useless.
But
Wait,
But no,
well,
she can do magic, and also
But-
she doesn't have a foothold in life. Like she's just
Let
a
her go
baby.
find one.
But,
Shit.
but all of our modes of transportation are limited by number of people, and we're running out of people.
That
We got too many people,
And we can't stuff old Curse Boy back in the bag anymore.
right? That was our backup plan. We could put him in the hole. Now he has to breathe.
Right? And
We can
we're
just
not
give her
sure-
a bunch of money and let her
we
live
talked
in the
I-
city.
we talked about
I
that.
agree. We have tons of money in that hole down there. Do we even need the money?
The whole
Whoa,
reason
whoa,
I'm
whoa.
here is
All right.
money.
Listen, you never know when we're gonna have to get ourselves out of something. Don't go giving stuff. Don't go giving that away. You never know.
Yeah, I'm entitled to a decent chunk of that at this point.
That's fair.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Mm-hmm. That's neat.
UK.
I think I seen a
Glow
chest with your
boy.
name on it in the hole, Nick.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Did he have one with his name on it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
If you're talking about the money we got way back when, that all got spent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
Am
I'm
I
just
just
inside the
empty
chest.
Is it just an empty chest now?
Probably, yeah. All that money got
We also just got like a bunch of gems and stuff.
Loose things.
You guys have a bunch of stuff that you guys have not.
We
counted
haven't
yet.
checked yet.
We
Has
should probably do that.
Deckard
come-
went to go see Krellick. Has he come back yet, or have we just talked to him?
No.
Oh,
He's-
don't worry. I'll
That
count
he's
the
gonna
money.
meet us at Gillespie
Oh,
Sea in
and-
2 days.
And we reiterated that he was picking up my belongings from the ship.
Yes.
Yes.
Mine.
Right.
Yes.
I want my fucking clothes back.
Right,
You guys
I-
didn't
want
mention
that
it when we were
report back
talking to
too.
Deckard, so I might have got left out.
Yep.
Did we confirm that? That he was
No.
picking up stuff?
Well, we got 2 days
We got a
before.
couple days.
No,
We got
Yeah.
a couple days.
Yeah.
We can call him
Ilondor
back.
asked the first time you talked to him.
I thought he
Yeah,
did.
so
did
did
Yeah.
It was not relayed in the message.
What?
It was not relayed in the message.
No, I don't think
Yeah,
it was.
in the first day.
Yeah, he talked about it. It was not said in the message.
Oh.
No.
You sons of bitches.
Okay, so
You should have been here, huh?
when was the last time I sent a message? This morning?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. Oh, so I can send another one now if we need.
Ah,
Or do we want to wait?
wait, I thought we just sent a message, and
I don't know.
we just
We
got-
sent one today and we got a
Yeah.
No,
reply
yes,
back.
You
Right
did,
after
Yeah.
Kate's
you did
dad.
send one today, right after Kate's ad. Yes, correct. Yeah.
Okay.
You'd have to wait another day.
Because we told him what we were doing. And he said, okay, I'll meet you in 2 days.
I mean, if
Okay.
Ilondor and Nyx were with us, they would have said it. So like,
Yeah, but they
Yeah,
only
if
have.
they were.
All right, so we need to tell him the next time we message him.
yeah, he'll be. We still have 2 days
He's got 2
before he's
days.
gonna leave. That is, if he's not.
Yep.
do-
Yep,
going
plenty of
somewhere
time.
else.
Yeah.
For all
You might
we know.
forget.
Well, let's focus on one thing at a time. Let's find out the rest of the group, and then we can go from there.
don't have to find them. They're at.
Yeah, they'll
different
probably
places,
just come
right?
back to the house.
That's
Well-
what they were supposed to do.
Yeah.
It's been about with the trek up there and the trek getting back to the city gates, which you guys are just arriving to now. It's been about 3-4 hours. So yeah, you're walking into these. You come across the city gates, the same ones that you left from. You see the guard walking the top of the wall line. Gates are wide open, just as they were in the early morning. No one stops you as you walk in. But as you walk in, the city is more alive. It's more bustling, and you see starting to be put up around the city these like different like streamers between houses and different iconography of some sort of festival that might be coming up in the near future. People starting to put up things akin to ornaments and things hanging from shops and stuff of that nature. And it is starting to get closer to the winter months here.
Is there a solstice celebration or something?
I would know about stuff that goes on here, right? Like festivals and all that.
Yeah, give me a history check.
Oh. You know, if I'd have thought about the fact that I might one day not be a Dhampir, I wouldn't have gotten blood dice, but now that I have them, I'm gonna use them. Okay, history.
Queen still has red in her motif, so like.
Not like that, though.
She's a god of death.
15,
So
17.
I'm pretty sure you were reborn in a pool of blood.
Like, I thought there wasn't like a.
I thought it was like a radiant looking
Like
thing.
black, it's a black, ichorish pool
Okay.
of
Hmm.
clear black liquid, but like it's not clear, like kind of opaque, you know?
I was about to say, that's...
Yeah. Counterintuitive. But yeah, you know this this festival that's coming up well. It's called Valkular. It is the festival of swords. It is mainly a festival of battle and ship worthiness, kind of in the terms of old, that large basin of water that is next to Carthage, that first bay itself before you get to the mountain cut that creates the second bay that goes out to the sea, used to be a large ship battling arena in history, ancient history in this place that is now not in use anymore, but there's still a festival held of people that right their own ships and battle in with swords from ship to ship inside of this arena.
So they're playing pirates.
They're playing pirates.
I was gonna say it's Gasparilla.
Nice.
It's Gasparilla. Okay.
Hell yeah.
I'll relay that information to everybody, and then I'll be like, you know, Nix, it actually is right up your alley. I could see you having something like this in your kingdom, only on sand.
I was about to
Yeah,
say,
Sandy
water's
Shores.
not my vibe.
Yeah, that's fair.
Them just now starting to put up ornaments and decorations and things for the festival coming up. You know, it's probably about half a month to a month away.
Oh, damn, they set up early. Okay.
Damn.
You know, Nix, I would like to see you swim.
Oh, lordy.
I think you
Hey,
might
now,
like
fun
it.
fact, when you dropped the pyramid on all of us, I was drowning.
Okay,
You
well,
do realize we're about to go under the water. in
You might
2
be.
days.
You think I'm going to
You're
go
just
on...
gonna sit
I
on
got
the
that
floor
covered.
and
We're
do
not gonna
that?
have to worry about. We're not gonna have to worry about.
wait, hold on, Nix. All I'm saying is I think you might actually like the ocean or being in water as long as you're not drowning.
Maybe. I don't know.
Hmm.
I take baths. That's
And
the closest
fighting
that me
a
and...
Hydra,
Do you
or a
bathe?
family of Hydra,
Oh,
and a fucking Kraken at the same
That-
time.
Listen, I've been trying to get your back on a lot of shit, but that was the rudest shit that you've ever said to me. When you
What did
know
you
I've
say?
showered.
I said, do you bathe?
Oh wow! Yeah, he did all the shit. He was loving that shit.
Long time ago. You're right, Nix. I'm sorry. I
That was
apologize.
like 2 weeks ago.
That was in jest. I apologize. That was
Dang it,
You
mean.
guys talk about hygiene, moving through the cobblestones of the city, back towards Deckard's place. You see, before getting there, you hear the sounds of familiar voices. Do you need me to go a bit higher? Yes, dear, please. And you look over and you see Crumb is holding aloft as Daisy is standing on his shoulders. Daisy trying to get some flowers and put them in certain places on this roof line of this building that they're at. And you see down at the foot of Crumb is this large stone creature kind of holding onto his leg, planting them there as they are helping put up decorations.
See, they're already in the spirit.
Are you
Got
getting
a
paid for
job
that?
already?
But yeah, they're a little ways off, and you guys can run over to them.
Oh, look, they. I mean, you know, guys, if we just walked away now, they might just make a home for themselves here.
We're not
They don't-
I'm
abandoning
not
them.
They
dating
don't-
my son.
And they don't have shit, all right? They at least need money if we're going to leave them.
Gave them
I
50
can make a
gold
new
each.
Crumb, but that one would disappear, and I feel like that would be a whole thing.
Look how happy. Look how happy they look.
Care about their happiness?
Care about what do you give a shit? We could just walk away and leave. That seems like
I
less
want my
care.
son.
That's what it cares about. We gotta get Gary.
God.
Gary and Chrome. Okay.
I mean, Crumb's
Daisy
pretty cool
can say
too.
if she. Ugh. I'll walk up and be like, "Are they paying y'all to put up decorations or?"
Daisy looks down and says, "Oh no, we just felt like it's the right thing to do."
That's fair.
Gary, we don't do anything for free.
Is Gary helping them too? I thought it was just Corbin.
the stones. As you see, his feet are kind of like planted into the cobblestone.
Is he speaking common or is he speaking giant?
He's
to
speaking giant
Nyx?
to Nyx.
Okay.
And Elandor.
Oh yeah. Comprehend languages, boy. All right. Well.
And then, and Mills, you can take back over for Crumb if you wish.
Well, we have something to talk to you guys about, actually. Whenever you're done with that, if you want to meet us back at the house.
Oh well, we can go now if you want. I've got nothing else to do. I ate a bunch of breakfast. Me and Crumb and this little rock fellow earlier. He likes pebbles. But sure, yes, we can come back with you now.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, you guys continue on down the streets, crossing over the inner river, crossing over the bridge back to the correct side that the house is on, and you make your way back to Deckard's little hideout here.
Okay. So, new plans. Learned a lot of stuff about Cade and his family dynamic. I don't know if any of that's really pertinent to y'all. If you want to know, you can ask him. That's all I'll say. I don't care. I'm not dealing with all of that drama.
Which
But
part of you is Cade again?
the glowy one.
This guy.
Oh, right. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay. You've barely been with us, so I don't blame you. But it looks like we're gonna be going to the Gillespie Sea soon.
That's interesting.
So, go ahead. Go ahead. I was going to say, basically, what you go.
Go.
Ugh,
10 charisma. Go.
no. You go.
Okay.
You guys are making this too complicated. Daisy, what do you want to do with your life?
Well, I mean, I spent most of the morning eating pastries, and I was very interested in learning how to make them. So I was thinking maybe become a baker.
That sounds absolutely amazing. Do you think, guys, you know any bakers in town? Cage, you know any bakers?
Should we fund a bakery and like have a
I was gonna say, like, we could
like a steak in a bakery?
open our own
She
business,
might need
really.
to be an apprentice first
Yeah,
to
she might want
learn.
to learn how to run a
No.
business before we just give her a business.
Well,
just hire a master
we can
baker.
Exactly. You know,
I can
Start our own bakery business.
I can try to see if I.
Do we need in town? Is this town big enough for multiple bakeries?
This
it's
town
not
is
gonna
massive.
be.
Is it like
I only have
half the
one
size of the
rule.
castle?
What
New is always better.
would I know anybody around that has a bakery or a shop like that that she could learn an apprentice
Give me
at
a
or whatever?
history check in your time spent here.
Like friends that aren't in the
How
Death
many-
Watch.
Yeah, how many friends? How much time you spent going to bakeries?
I mean, the Death
Or do they
Watch.
have like a culinary school in
Or
town.
going-
The
The
town's
death-
pretty scholarly.
It
I
is.
mean,
it is actually very scholarly.
The
This is
Death
a
Watch probably
very
also has cooks.
noticeable by the architecture that we saw here. It's very fine made city.
16.
16. Yeah, I mean, you frequently would go and get supplies for some of the outposts, mainly coffee beans and things of that nature.
Kate has a sweet tooth.
Yeah, you
When
know,
you could
know,
eat.
you know a handful of places of which that she could go to.
Sweet. Okay. I mean, I know a couple of places that you could probably get it, at least, a foot in the door kind of thing, and if we give you,
Sorry, Kate. Continue. I am sorry.
I was going to say we could like give you money to fund your school or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, apprenticeship. Yeah, training.
Yeah, and you could just live at Decker's house because it's not like he's fucking using it. So just don't go opening random doors, I guess.
Ah.
Yeah, be real careful in that
I-
house.
I like Mill's idea a bit better than just pawning her off on someone to learn. Oh,
What?
Opening a
That's
bakery. for it?
opening up.
Going to a school would be too.
Right, like that's how you
But
learn.
owning our own business here might be,
Oh, you're trying to
It
go
doesn't matter. We're
capital
gonna
with it.
rewrite time.
No,
We
that's
don't need
what-
to set
so-
up long-standing
listen, Nick,
business.
my ideology.
Is
of
it the
that
backup
is
plan?
If we just fucking fail at rewriting time,
Then
we
we're
have
Have a bakery to
done.
fall back
have-
into.
we have something. Or if we survive, we have a bakery to fall back into. If we don't survive, there's a lasting memory of us here that will, go on through this one Daisy
That's fair.
in our bakery.
This company doesn't even have a name.
We don't. I was just thinking that. Like, a name for a bakery.
Well, it would be Daisy's kind of heading it up, so it would be her
I,
choice
I
for
rolled
the
I rolled
business.
something for a minute for her a second ago. She speaks up and says, "Well, I was talking with the owner of the places I was at this morning, and they said they had a up and coming chef that needed a place to kind of hone their craft, and I'm thinking maybe if I have this house here of Deckard's, then maybe I could make a bakery out of this place with that chef."
Yeah, fuck yeah. I want to see how pissed Deckard would be that we
And it's
turned
how?
one of his safe houses into a bakery.
She,
Fuck
she
yes.
rolled she rolled a natural 20 for an intelligence check to make a business decision.
Oh, shit.
Are we about to have?
Hell yeah.
Are we about to have seed money?
Yeah. No, I think that's a great idea.
We should count all these gems and see what we can.
Yeah. For the opening
See what we
and
can
like
fund with the
remodeling
gyms.
and shit.
Yeah.
That and
anybody-
maybe coming up with a name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if Daisy's doing all the work, we can probably let Daisy come up with the name too. I think she can do that.
No, that's
Well,
not
I've been
how.
coming up with some thoughts. I was thinking Daisy's Delectable Delicious Treats.
It's a great name. Great name.
Not a fan.
Got that alliteration going.
It has nothing to do with any of us.
Cade's gonna open
Well,
up
we can be
the.
like we can be the LLC on the paper. We can
Right.
be the behind the money.
the money behind the scenes.
I want people
Mark
to
Cuban?
remember me when I'm gone, you know.
Oh right.
You know, the triple D.
Triple D.
Cade's gonna open the hole
What
and
about just Daisy's Delectables? Like, just.
We could be Daisy's Delectable Delicacies, a blank venture, whatever our
Does
name.
that make us Daisy's Delectables?
No, we're the company that we're the blank venture.
No. Daisy's Delectables, a blank company venture.
I like that. I like that. Now, what is the blank?
The blank
what we
is
call
to be
ourselves?
determined.
A TBD company.
Crime and time company. No,
We're
crime
not
is
committing
probably a bad
crime.
word.
I feel like at this point we might as well just call ourselves TBD.
TBD.
I hate it.
Time bandit debauchery.
We're not bandits.
We're stealing
we're-
time.
I mean, to some people we are. Cade's gonna open
Time
up.
Bandit.
Of
Time Bandit Dragons.
I'm gonna open up the hole
Hero of Dragons.
and jump down
Things
in
like that.
to look at some to see how much shit's in here right now. Because we've just been
Oh, yeah,
throwing
count
stuff in for a while.
Count
In where?
all the chests
In the hole.
our hole.
Yeah. Do you have a list of everything that you have in your hole?
I sure hope you do. I think we're just counting the chest of gold, the chest of gems, and the chest of jet.
I got-
guess.
Well, the chest of jet fuel was Nix's, and no one else really needs that except for him. But the
I
gold,
mean, it is also a gemstone. I'm going to keep like a pouch that is this big of it, but we can sell the rest. I still want my cut.
I've
So-
got my chest of money in there, and then all of Alistair's books.
so I really just want to know how much worth of diamonds and how much worth of gold we have. That's the stuff we don't know anything about. We don't know how much we have.
Where'd you guys get diamonds from?
Oh, you weren't there. It was the necromancer's place. He had 3 chests. He had a chest full of jet, a chest full of the gold, and a chest full of diamonds. Or like
If we're talking
gemstones.
about selling the jet, shit. Sell the diamonds.
Yeah, no. But
That's what I'm saying. We don't know how much we have. We haven't really counted or appraised anything.
Also,
Yeah. So these chests are like 3 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot.
Jesus Christ.
They're
That's a lot.
they're pretty big chests, you know. That you guys got.
and they're full.
Full.
Oh fuck! This is gonna take forever to count.
No,
Yes.
just give Daisy some handfuls.
I would if someone would like to delve into the gold chest to give me an approximate, spend like 30 minutes to give me and give me a roll, give me a investigation or some sort of is investigation intelligence?
I would
Yes.
love to
Yes.
learn
Yes.
Give me some sort of intelligence roll to see how if you could approximate how much gold is in here without counting every piece.
more. You got
I
it.
have
Can-
decent
Can we get
investigation.
Mills to shrink down and like swim?
Do a fucking cheese of the gold.
Yeah, Mills, how much do you
No.
think's in there?
Take a dive.
Is Nick doing it?
I mean,
was
Nick's
thinking
just
Mills.
go for it.
We had
I
math
mean-
problems for this at some point.
Hey, I'll do it. If you want to ask Mills, you can ask Mills. I trust him.
Who's the smartest here? I really think it's a toss-up, honestly.
Oh, you
I'm the
think-
genius.
I have like a 7, I would say.
Like a
If we had to put it into numbers,
Like a
I would
7-year-old.
probably have a
Yeah.
goose egg.
I could probably be 7 notches better than the average person, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I would
think
say
Go for
I'm
it.
just the average bear.
You spent 7 years more studying.
Yeah.
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 I think I took a feat to bolster my investigation. I sure did. I'll roll it.
Rolling.
Oof. Oofa doofa.
Why don't you help them out there, Nix?
I would love to. So,
Uh,
Mills, we're going to
Molly
put
goes.
this pile to the side, and every one we count, we'll add one to this pile and one to that pile.
Yeah, Nix, if you're helping, you get the help action, or you can give your own.
I'll give him the help action. If he
Alright.
agrees to my.
yeah, we'll do it your way.
Yeah.
That way makes way more sense. First roll was a 2, and the second roll is 15 plus 7, 22.
Oh yeah, definitely,
Nice.
definitely easy
Thanks,
enough. You guys spend about 30 minutes kind of cruising through this, and it does look to be all gold pieces in here. Every single piece is gold. Maybe Valshrun was gonna melt this stuff down and use it for something, some sort of conduit, maybe, or something like that. But yeah, easy enough to determine about how much would be in this 3x2x2 chest. Mills, you're guessing around 480,000 gold pieces.
Holy
I'm-
shit!
I'm just-
Holy shit!
So out of game, I'm just gonna, I did some math. A 2x3 foot cube of gold would be about 2,378 pounds.
How much does a piece of gold weigh?
So throw some air in there. It's probably
Yeah.
about 2,000 pounds.
About a ton.
Oh my god! How are we moving this shit around?
We all pushed and dragged it.
Yeah,
Yeah, we just pushed it in.
into the
Yeah.
into
We
the
did.
hole.
like the coffin. How
Does
we
the
did
chest
the
have any
coffin?
runes on it?
The chest does have
Uh-huh.
runes on it.
It makes it a little
Oh.
lighter.
Something to lessen the weight.
Are
of
they
it.
giant runes?
It's if y'all want to take a second to try and determine the runes, you can make an Arcana check to see what the runes are for.
Alondor, can you read those?
No, it's like magical
That's not
runes.
really a language.
Yeah.
They're not
Okay.
druid runes.
Nor
Runes,
giants.
as I call them.
I got a 15.
15.
I
Yeah,
don't
they
do math. Cypress taught me some shit, I guess.
sort of looks like some sort of protection spell, maybe.
Protection spell. But we haven't had any issues like going into it or whatever.
No.
Do we think it's a tracking spell?
And you rolled a 7. You said 17. What'd you say?
I said 15.
15. Yeah, I mean, yeah, 15 is it's over the DC. Yeah, you think the box is maybe protected? The box itself, the chest itself, may be magical.
Hmm.
Okay. But we
Wait,
opened it,
identify.
and we haven't had any.
Yeah, you opened it. Have had haven't had any trouble getting into it or out of it. There's no lock on it.
Can I try to identify them?
Yeah, sure. You can cast identify.
Let
on
me do
it.
that. Yeah, let me guess
Yeah.
identify.
Yeah,
Let me
you can
do- let me- I'm
ritualistically
gonna do it as a
cast it
ritual because
as
we got
they're-
time.
As they were counting, spending the 30 minutes counting and stuff. Yeah, you can
Mm-hmm.
determine all this and
And
yeah,
I'll check the other chests to see if they have the same thing on them.
they do.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so you cast identify, and this is a protection and sturdiness spell. This box, this chest has been fortified and is now indestructible.
Oh
Nice.
shit! Oh shit! Ooh.
Is it also
If we ever
indestructible
empty
from the inside out? Did we put something in it?
You don't. You would have to test that theory, but the spell, as it reads to you, is it's indestructible. It's an indestructible incantation that's been put on.
I would think it would be. Just my opinion. Yeah, it's just me. Well, I guess does anybody?
And it. How many pieces did he think of gold were in there? 400.
480,000.
240,000 gold.
I don't think so, buddy.
We just sat
You're
here
gonna
talking for like 30 minutes.
They
You're gonna
each
claim
have
a half?
They each counted
Yeah,
half.
so-
two
so-
is
so
40 and
Mills-
40.
Just 'cause he
Mills,
counted it?
you get that number to your head. It's up to you if you divulge that number to the rest of the party.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
And I'll tell everybody.
How
Well-
much do we want to invest in this business? How much does it cost to run a business? I've never been a business guy. Does anyone run a business here?
Well, it depends on how long you want it to go before it becomes profitable.
How long is that?
It depends on the business. Depends on the
These-
quality,
So,
depends
as
on
a-
the
as a
clientele,
princess
depends on the
running a kingdom-
advertisement.
Daisy, you think you have, I mean, the ideas you've said so far, how much do you think you'll need to, hire that baker and set up the house here as a shop?
I don't think Daisy has Chat GPT to formulate.
Just
a
off, just off the
grand
top of my
plan
head,
for
this is
her.
not
Off the
gonna
top of
be
Mills'
easy.
head. I mean,
Yeah,
she
but-
did roll a natural 20 for her business decision earlier, so I'll take that into consideration with this list that you just posted in here. And she's gonna start spitting off a bunch of these things that
Chat.
that Mills just posted in the chat.
Jesus,
So
it's like you were made for this shit or something.
Do we think? What do you guys think about 20?
80,000?
I was gonna say 20,000, but I mean,
Oh,
I don't.
I don't know.
I'm
how much
guessing-
you need.
I'm- I'm-
if I'm going to use this place as the restaurant or the front or for the business, I don't have to buy a place. So all I would have to do is hire staff and materials and maybe some advertisements things and then I don't know how much things go in this city, but I would have to take into consideration cost of export and things of that nature to get a good product in different types of times.
Okay, Daisy, give us a number.
200 pounds of
exporting?
gold, I think that'll be good.
I think if I had a modest 50,000 gold pieces, I could have a good running business.
And I
Okay,
don't
I
want
agree.
to count out 50,000, so 200 pounds sounds great.
No, we're not. I don't
Do
count
you
it out,
do you have a
Jesus.
Alondor? Do you have a skill?
Just,
Yeah, how the fuck are you
I
weighing
guess.
stuff?
Are you estimating something? It's gonna be weird.
All right.
I'll start
Do we have a
counting.
disc to float it on?
Oh, maybe he has a safe here that we can put it all in.
Let's just
He's
throw it
got
on the
something.
carpet, and when it moves slower, we'll know.
Oh, that is a fantastic game mechanic right there.
Is this the same house with the dragon things?
Yes.
Yeah.
That all
Yeah.
Put
straight
it in
out of there.
that secret workshop.
That
Put all the
workshop.
gold in there.
Give it to
It's
you.
like a safe. Who has that key? Cade? No,
Cade
I
has
think I took it. Okay, Cade has it. Well, it's hers now. Just be careful with the shit that's in there. I don't know. Most of it's probably dormant, but I have no idea if there's some sort of rune that.
Yeah, maybe
would
we
be
shouldn't put it in
activated.
there. Maybe we shouldn't put it in there so she can just kind of lock that door. And keep
Right. But
There's
That's a-
nothing dangerous in there anymore. I mean,
it's also a lot of money
Are
just
you
to leave her alone in this big weird house.
I mean, she is an adult.
We're not leaving that whole chest here.
No, not the
We're
chest.
hiring That chef, the
Oh.
chef who.
Can we
Right.
trust that person?
Right, but we don't want that chef to take advantage of her.
Yeah.
Exactly. Can we trust him?
I mean, she has a brilliant
She
business
seems
mind,
very
clearly. but-
smart. Yeah, I don't think she. Daisy,
I mean,
do you feel safe being in this place alone with your staff that you may hire?
Well, coming to think of it, if we make it 60,000, then I can hire some security.
Or a
Oh,
bakery?
yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
you got anybody in town that you trust?
Associated with us, of course she needs
You can
security.
see as the conversation is going on, the wheels are turning in her head about how much money you guys actually have.
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Okay.
That's what I
Oh,
figured.
Lord.
50K.
Yeah.
50K.
All right.
Good.
That's being generous. All right. Let's
Uh-huh.
let's Count it
She
out.
might be more a savvy business person than you guys think.
All right.
Yeah,
I
she's
think-
talking
She's
circles
swindling
around
us.
us.
I think Daisy will
May
be.
have been born 2 days ago, but she's doing fine.
I think Daisy will be
Doing
just.
fine.
I think she'll be okay, guys. Personally. So let's count up the 50.
So, is there a shovel in here we can grab?
Shovel in the gold. Throw it in the room.
Well, they're all in nice piles of however many
Uh,
stacks.
Grace,
You can
grab
stack gold before they fall over.
grab
Take, like,
grab
a couple
tassels.
Hours to
Yeah.
count
Grab tassels.
50,000.
We'll just do the weight, you know, grab tassels, we'll throw it on there. When it gets slower, we'll
Do you know the weight conversion?
No, I
don't.
Well, how does the weight help?
All right. Everybody start counting.
Count.
Everybody
Yeah,
start counting.
just Count.
Jesus
Stacks of
Christ.
100
Yeah, everybody-
until.
Yeah, everybody count to 10,000. 5 of us count to 10,000, and we're good.
Do I have a magic spell for this? Wait a minute. Spell.
I'm gonna start counting like shit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus Daisy, plus Crumb. That's 7
I
people.
don't trust Daisy to count anymore.
Yeah, I don't. Daisy doesn't need to touch this until we give it to her.
It's fine.
It's stacks, so we
do
do
you What do
stacks.
you need more money for?
So
Yeah.
Mills, on that thought, you're thinking to yourself, this is just a box of gold a crate of gold that you have. You also have one flap full of diamonds.
Right.
And what's going through your mind is how much that one is worth.
We probably need to weigh out them diamonds because diamonds are weight.
Those are heavy.
It will take,
How much are diamonds
Each
worth
of us.
gold-wise?
at minimum,
It
if we
varies.
counted 1 piece of gold per second, 2 hours, 2.78 hours to count to 10,000.
This is too much math for me.
Who knows how much diamonds are worth? Because we could just give her a shit ton of
Actually, hold
diamonds to.
Hold on. I know.
Diamonds,
I
they
do.
vary. They vary.
Yeah.
Yeah, they vary. It
in
depends on the
size.
type.
Yeah,
Pearls,
cut,
too.
clarity, size.
The gold will be easier.
You'd have to get
Yeah.
praised.
The gold will be easier.
It'll be easier. It's a single.
So.
We can use the
just
diamonds
giving
for
her
spells.
the entire chest. Is that what's happening?
No.
We could give her just. a
How much was
random
in the
amount.
chest again?
No, so
480,000.
480,000.
Oh, okay.
So what?
And this is just the
You
extra
have-
chest. It's not.
you have 8 people counting out 50,000. I think it'll drop the time to about an hour and 30 minutes, an hour and some change, hour and 40 minutes.
Okay.
And it took us 30 minutes to count 480,000.
No,
It was an
no,
estimation.
that was an approximate
That was an estimation.
approximation by
That's
the
like a
rules.
guesstimate. A
Yeah,
solid
we did the
guesstimate.
old jelly bean trick.
Mhm.
I
How
mean,
many jelly beans are in this jar?
Yeah. We just counted the top and then approximated how far down they went.
So
and then-
Mills, what you did was you grabbed a smaller box and you filled that box with gold, counting it out of it, and then you did the math of the size of that box compared to the box that the actual gold is in, and you approximated 480,000.
so why don't we just give her an approximate measure out with that box thing to make it much faster? If we're off by a little, I think it's
Just
I
get
think
a
it's
small
fine.
chest and fill it up with gold. Who cares?
Yeah, yeah. Let's go.
Get the-
Let's do it.
The carcass of the mimic. No. Because the mimic was pretty big. Do we have spare
Yeah,
small chests?
You guys spend an
I have a
hour,
backpack
an hour and a half figuring this out and giving her her gold.
Okay.
And
Great.
uh,
And we give her
Yeah.
50.
Daisy Dragon Delights.
50,000-ish.
So we're left with a 430.
Ish.
yep, and she says to you guys, after it's done, she stands up and says, "Oh, well, I'm getting a bit hungry. But this seems like it will be a very good venture, seeing as there's a festival coming up. If I open in time for that to coincide, I think we'll have
we
some
go.
good profits."
That would be great.
Yeah.
What are we calling
Yeah.
ourselves? Did we figure that
Yeah,
out?
let's just solidify the name here. 'cause
Okay,
are
you
the
want a name for
benefactors.
us?
Well,
the
a name for us
benefactors?
and the bakery.
Yeah,
The
we-
bakery.
Ooh,
need to
should
know
we
what
be the
the name is.
benefactors?
Have an aneurysm.
Oh yeah, we're just the benefactors. Mysterious.
Should we be the
We're just a
benefactors?
silent partner.
Yeah, but nobody's gonna know who we are. Okay.
Why do you want to be known so bad,
We
Do
Elon?
you
can
want to
get
put a plaque
Daisy-
on the wall?
We could
Put
get
a plaque
Daisy
on
to
the wall with your
commission a
face on
mural
it.
of us
Yeah.
and paint
Put your
us on
face
the
on the wall.
wall.
There are things around about 5,000 gold pieces, right?
No, I
Oh, we don't trust anything you say at this point.
it's in marketing, Daisy. That's already within your budget.
Yeah, that's for the design.
Regardless, we still need a name. The benefactors could be
Oh,
good,
of us.
but I don't know if it of us or Daisy's
we-
stuff.
Daisy, you see Daisy collecting like a little sack full of the gold, and she collects it up and says, "Okay, well, I hope to see you guys soon. I'm going to go put that chef on lock." And
Oh.
she turns and starts to walk away.
We could
Alright.
be the
Yes, we could.
Torbs.
Well, now we got to write it
Over.
down so she will actually do it when we get back, or when she gets
I
back.
think
'Cause I don't.
I think she's gonna do whatever she wants to do
I think
at
she
this
is.
point.
I
So
think
I don't think
I think
it
it's money.
matters.
I think it's money well spent.
Yeah.
She's very savvy.
I think we'll be fine without giving her a name.
Hell, she could just list our names on like a plaque somewhere in the bakery or something.
Once we say time, we said, you know, that
If
it-
she even knows our names, actually.
Yeah, it-
I was like, does she
It's
know
when-
our name?
whenever we come back, are we gonna be allowed in the door when there's a line out of it? We own the place.
Yeah, we just walk in.
No, but she's, you know, that nobody's gonna remember us.
There's a back door. It's fine. Deckard's probably got a million back ways into this fucking place.
We'll just
alright?
teleport ourselves. We've been in the house. I'll just teleport us
Yeah.
in there. I've now been there. I can just.
It's
Maybe
fine.
their flower storage room. We're gonna teleport in and poof.
Alright. You can write like a little. Doesn't really matter. We'll be back. You know? We'll
Will
check
we?
in on her
Will we?
every so
Will
often.
Maybe.
What's our
We
name?
don't know.
What's our name? The
TBD. The benefactor dragons.
The Time Bureau of Dragons.
I don't want to be associated with dragons, goddammit.
well, we have the
Okay.
dragon orbs,
We
Nick.
are
That's the
kind of
thing.
very associated with dragons right
We
now.
need the
You're the one who
dwarves.
used the orb. Where's that chat? We had a bunch of
Brubers.
names. Orb Weavers, Valhoth Vigilant, Starjammers, the
Starjammers.
Existentialists. Ooh.
Ooh, we can be
Um,
the existentialists, the X-Men for short.
You
Rainbow
should probably pick something you can
Angels,
pronounce.
Timeline
probably pick something
Adjustment
we can-
Bureau.
Existential. I
short.
can't even say that word. Existentialist.
Yeah, that's why you say X-Men.
You say Irish wristwatch?
wristwatch. I. No.
Orb Trotters.
The Postman.
The Postman. What?
Didn't this whole thing start with letters or something?
You didn't get a letter. I didn't get a letter. Nick didn't
Well,
get
it's
a
fine.
letter.
Yeah.
Fine.
Mhm.
Guys, if it's been this much time already and we haven't come up with anything, I don't think we're going to do it just sitting here thinking about just that.
I guess we'll just think
But
about it more
it's
as
because we
go.
never take the time to do it. We just gotta
Yeah.
take the time to do it.
I agree with
Yeah.
Cade. Nick beating his head against the wall.
Look, I know how much it hurt him to say that, so
The
I acknowledge that.
Eradication Council.
I still like Grace and the boys.
I mean, it's simple.
The coffin thieves.
Yeah, but it's oh,
The
like
coffin
the-
thieves.
We did do that.
The Bane of Strahd.
hmm
Oh my god.
The,
you know,
The
the
I
Beast
realm
feel-
of
hop,
Existence.
the realm hopper.
The Realm Hoppers.
Now-
Ooh,
That might be a good
Hmm.
one.
I like that one. Realm Hoppers.
it's got potential.
the
Mhm.
real
Realm
time hoppers.
Jumpers.
Real high hoppers.
Oh god, there's so much going on that it's hard to just one thing that we do.
I mean, time jumpers is pretty decent.
Time
Realm hoppers.
Time jumpers.
We've yet to jump time.
No.
We're going
Deckard's
to-
little shit.
That's the goal.
DLS. We're DLS.
The bane of time.
I like
The Banes of Time, I said that
Banes
one.
of Time.
The
Banes
Banes
of time.
The Banes of
Somebody write these
existence.
down.
Do we
A
have-
bunch of them are. in
We
our-
have to
in the
talk
chat.
like this. We're the Banes of time.
I think
Okay.
we could start that whisper campaign and it would go off really well.
The
Mhm.
Banes of Time.
Wait, wow. Why are we starting a whisper campaign?
Yeah, what's the
We
whisper
want people to
campaign?
know what our mission is. I feel like
Wait,
it should be a secret.
Oh,
no, Daisy's Delights.
Daisy's
Incorporated
Delights.
with
there
the
you go.
bane of time.
We can just be Daisy's Delights.
Honestly, at
Well,
this
I like
point, fuck.
Daisy's Delights
double Ds.
incorporated
Or the
incorporated
double
by
Ds.
the
Uh,
bane of time.
We're called D&D.
Or the double Ds.
Dickheads and
double
dumbasses.
Time. Who needs it?
Who needs them? Oh my god.
The orb crushers? Is that what we're doing? Are we crushing the orb?
No. Yes?
Okay.
Yeah. In the actual D, I think we're supposed to crush them. In the thing that Deckard said.
Oh, I
don't
know. We can be the hippos.
So
What?
thinking
That's just messing with
you're talking about like Daisy and Drax, being
lot of
Daisy
D
is
names.
Drax, but was also Elijah for a short stint there. You think about the names, and you're like, because you're all thinking about names right now, and you're like, Daisy's abbreviation is DED, D-E-D.
Ugh.
Oh my god! That's so morbid! No! Oh my god!
We
I
can be
love shit.
Drax's revenge.
she has been dead quite a bit.
What
Oh.
about Deathwalkers?
Deathwalker. Time Walkers.
Ooh.
We
Time
haven't done it yet.
walkers?
We haven't done anything with time yet.
Plane?
So we're not at the time.
Plane Walkers. Plane Walkers. Realm Walkers. What's our planet? Valhoth? Maybe we could do something about Valhoth to rep our planet, since we're apparently interplanetary travelers now.
We can be the Planeteers.
The Valhoth vermin? Varmints?
With our powers combined.
Valhoth Voyagers.
Voyagers. Oh my god. We're doing this while we're counting out the coins.
The goal. Yeah.
We've already counted.
No,
we're
this
do-
is This is like we're saying we did.
Oh, we're doing this
while
now.
We took the hour.
Gotcha.
Yeah. The Valhoth Vigilantes.
We're not really vigilantes, though.
Yeah, we're not really.
We're
I'm
trying
still
hard not to
swallowing
be.
gold until I stop breathing.
We were promised to get paid.
Labeling things.
Yeah, what?
the fuck are we?
I mean, we're contractors. We were
Yeah,
promised to get
The
paid.
mercenaries.
mighty contractors.
We're
What?
definitely bitches.
Time
Nick's and his
contractors.
royal
Me.
coffers.
The time contractors.
We don't do anything with time!
We're contracted
That's the goal,
to
though.
end
That's the
time.
goal, though.
Yeah.
We're Deckard's contractors.
We are Deckard's contractors. We could
We're the
just
DCs.
wholesale blast his name out there with our
The,
name.
the reset button.
No, his OG name, Arathi. Arathi's Angels.
I kind of like the reset
I
button.
like reset also,
Oh! The
but not
reset
Reset
button.
button.
something with reset.
The resetters.
Orathes reset. Deckard.
Hard.
Guys, we got
Stylus
Nick's on board. Let's
set.
keep going.
Stateless
reset
Bane.
bringers. The reset. Fuck.
The reset
Reset is so
rejects.
The reset.
Oh,
Ooh,
The
that's pretty
reset
good.
rejects. I really like that. I really like that.
It's actually not too bad because we're definitely not first, second, or third string now.
We
Yeah,
already-
So-
You were also, yeah, you know, you're not Deckard's first team.
Nope.
So
we are the
Reset
reset rejects. That's
Reset
Stop.
rejects.
Alright.
the
Go-
reset replacement.
Coin.
Ah.
Everybody else has died. I guess I'll go with these guys.
I'm down
R&R,
for it.
baby. We're the
Hey,
reset
you look like you could
rejects.
use a little R&R in your life.
Ba, 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 ba.
The reset rejects.
I love it.
All right, everybody.
Here to
Right.
reset whatever is wrong in your life.
Everybody good with that?
Reset.
Oh, yeah,
If
I'm
it
doing
will
reset
end this
rejects.
blasted conversation.
Arr! That give me arr.
Are we fucking pirates?
Cheer.
Oh.
Arr!
Alright.
Not pirates.
All right.
not pirates.
No, he said time pirates.
Not
So the
pirate,
name-
not in
I
time.
mean,
So the name of the bakery would
Pirates.
be
Not a
Daisy's Delights by
Daily's
the Reset
Delights.
Rejects.
right.
we
D&D
just
by
be
R&R.
R&R.
D&D by
RR
R&R.
LLC.
an R&R, what do we say? Adventure?
An R&R joint.
Venture,
It's,
that's it.
it's
Venture.
D&D,
An R&R venture.
rest and relaxation.
There we go.
R&R.
We've done it. Okay. All right, rejects. Let's
It
get
only took
fucking
us a
going.
year. And
All
then
right.
we have to pick a name.
It only took us a year and 3 character resets. So reset rejects is really fitting. All right.
The reset reject.
Which one's your sister, Mackie or Laren?
It's
It was-
I think it was
Lauren
Laura,
Bond.
right?
Lauren.
Lauren.
Yeah,
So
she's in Misty
she's in
Gold.
the capital.
Yeah.
That's where we're headed.
Okay. Who's teleporting
Back
us?
to the capital.
Yay. Mystico.
Have I been to the capital before?
We've all been in the
What?
capital,
We've all
man.
been
Did we?
Yeah, we went for the gold.
Oh yeah, yeah. My
We
bad.
got the gold dragon orb.
My
baby.
bad.
We unearthed the whole cobalt gold melting
Actually, I guess Mills probably
conspiracy
has
theory.
I mean, Mills
Um,
probably been in the capital at some point. No, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you guys still
That's
don't
it.
know those kobolds are doing a
Yeah,
lot of
to
gold
be
down
fair,
there.
the last time I was in the capital, I held your friend hostage.
Mhm.
Or not
Oh,
hostage,
yeah, that's
captive.
Yeah. Well, so we've been to Deckard's safe house there, then, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So either me or Grace can take us there.
Perfect.
Okay.
I'll do it. I'll do it. That way you don't have to worry
Man,
about.
it was wild when that little fairy boy exploded.
Huh? You were there? You saw that?
He was a part of the crew. Do we have enough to teleport everybody, including Nyx's son?
Hmm?
Well, Grim is in the ball, so we don't have to worry
Right.
about him. We
Alright.
don't
Wait.
have to worry about Daisy.
Does he have to breathe, Nyx?
Boy. Actually,
He's
yeah.
hungry.
We could put him in the
Is he a
hole.
construct? Or
Gary.
elemental?
He's a rock.
He is a monster.
Gary, do you breathe, Gary?
Hold on, give me 1 second. I'll tell you
Well-
the facts.
There has to be I think there has to be stone in the hole so that he can be
Mm.
comfortable.
Is it 8 people to teleport?
I thought it was 9. I thought we could do 8 and the person casting it.
Okay,
your
well,
orb,
there's-
tell me.
There's
All right.
teleportation
You-
or teleportation.
So teleport for me is you and up to 8 willing creatures. So 9 total.
That would be 9
So-
total.
9 total.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, we got
Okay.
we got the 6 of us from and the little guy.
Okay.
That's all we got right now. So we got 7.
All right. So we're set.
So we can take up more people if we want.
Yeah, I'm just gonna write down, a small note for Daisy. Hey, we came up with the name for the venture since we funded the capital. It will be called Daisy's Delights. What we say?
An R&R venture.
Yeah.
Reset rejects venture.
R&R. R&R.
An R&R venture.
Where's the and coming from? I just want to know that.
Yeah, there's no
It's
and in
nowhere.
there.
The
It's just
RR.
RR, baby.
And RR Venture.
An R squared venture.
R squared.
No, an RR Venture. Okay.
Yes. Perfect. Yeah, technically the D&D wouldn't work either because it's not daisies and delights.
It's DDRR. Gadar.
It's Dance Revolution, baby.
Remix.
Remix.
Wicca, 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 wicca.
Oh,
Right, and I
actually,
leave that and just draw a small heart on it and leave it on the table.
does Grace see that?
Oh shit! God damn! You, just keep-
Busy again?
you put yourself in the doghouse every
The
fucking
lawn door
time.
just gets left here.
Well, if you want Daisy so fucking bad, why don't you stay back, ho?
Damn.
Because,
Grace.
I mean, so if Grace convinces Alondor about it, he'll tell his reasonings, but, you know, if she didn't see it, then she didn't see it.
Well, what's your passive, Grace?
Perception is
Uh,
21.
Oh yeah, she
Oh.
definitely saw that shit.
Yeah.
She saw that
What was,
shit.
what was that last stroke?
Yeah, that was
What
a
was that?
suspiciously heart-shaped.
Oh, no,
Are
yeah,
you actually asking?
No, I just did that because I didn't think she'd actually follow through on what I wrote, so I was just letting her know that we all love her, so that she might actually do what the note says.
Well, we just gave her 50,000 gold,
Yeah,
so
she
I
wants
think
to
that's a
be
pretty
on
good
Any of his
indication of
bullshit.
love.
Nix,
And
your
trust.
Galeb Durer does not need to breathe.
Yo!
All right, Gary, get in the hole.
Wait, he doesn't need to go
He
in.
doesn't
You
have
can
to.
pick him up.
Oh,
Yeah,
jeez.
Pick him up. He's
Yes,
like
I can.
100
No less.
You.
I struggle, but I can pick him up.
He's like 100 pounds or like 200
He
pounds or
is
something.
he is 1,000.
I was gonna say he's 1,000 pounds.
1,000 pounds. You
He's a,
cannot pick
it's
him
a
back
piece
up.
of stone.
I've seen great feats of strength, and I do them all the time.
He's
He burns a rage to do
Wait.
it.
We don't have to put him in, Nix.
Yeah, we have enough like spaces.
Oh, God.
We're so-
I
All
was
right.
wondering if you were
not
gonna
have
do
a
that.
son.
You know what's gonna
What is
suck?
happening?
You know, getting him out of that's gonna be a
Hurt
bitch.
yourself?
Are you okay?
His toe. His toe.
Karma,
Oh,
karma,
dude.
Nix. That's what happened.
You okay?
Break your
Yeah,
toe or
no.
something?
I did actually this weekend.
You actually broke
Oh,
it?
sorry.
We
I'm pretty
don't
sure.
know, but it might be like fractured.
Tape it up?
Uh,
To-
yeah, I've yet to, but I just.
I
sat on
told
it
you to
by
tape it.
accident. I haven't
You
had
have yet
tape,
to.
Maggie.
Then tie it.
You don't have
He's
any
a
scotch
bachelor.
tape?
You
or
have no-
packing
you have no
tape?
ta-
You have nothing?
He's a
Does anybody have tape? Nobody has tape. Quill.
Nobody has any fucking.
Gamora. Yeah, scotch would work. No.
Why would you ask if scotch would work if you don't have any fucking tape? Okay.
Yeah, so
actually-
you slide this creature across the floor until you shove him into the hole, and he
Wait, no!
drops in with a thud. And
He's
Get
gonna eat
out.
the diamonds!
Oh
Is
shit!
he-
That's
also-
right.
Wait, it's closed.
Is there a weight limit in there?
there's no lock on it.
There's no
Well,
blood!
how do we get him back out?
Nix, we need him out of there now.
Number two, how are we gonna get him back out? It's a 10-foot hole.
Walk him out. Put the hole
Oh.
on the wall.
Hole in the wall, he falls
Have the
out.
gravity be fucking weird, and then I don't know. Shit.
Isn't
Can
it
you-
still a
Is there a
hole even
weight
when it's
limit
on
to
the
the
wall?
hole?
Yeah, the gravity flips.
There
basically.
there a weight
there's a capacity limit. on
Oh,
the
so
hole.
not a weight limit.
Yeah.
So like a volume limit, but not a weight limit.
Volume
Tell your boy
limit,
to
yeah.
get out here
Is it-
before he,
Yeah, we can't have him in there. Yeah.
before he discovers the.
He doesn't need to be, and we can't have him eating the diamonds
Yeah.
and or the gold.
Yeah, so
3 of you could jump down in there and try and hoist this 1,000-pound rock out of
All
here.
right, Gary, here's some
Me
gems.
and
Get out of the fucking hole.
Nose goes.
Me and whoever else is.
I'll help.
Okay, me and Scott were just.
I'll reach in and help pull him
Can I
out.
help levitate him to make him
Yeah,
lighter?
sure. Yeah.
Okay. Let me cast levitate on this
Put him.
rock.
I don't think even the carpet would hold him.
Nix, what did we learn here, Nix?
What did we learn?
What did we learn?
What did we learn, asshole? It's not my problem.
Don't put the rock guy in the hole.
Don't keep your valuables in the hole where the rock goes.
You made the rock boy. This is your problem.
I did make him. He is my son.
Yes. It's literally your problem. You are a parent now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
He would be.
You are responsible for the life of this thing.
Yeah.
Gary, stay here and hunt down those dragon thingies, will you?
I mean,
All of the
A little
small
the
dragon
critter thing, yeah.
creatures.
Yes,
Small
go hunt them for sport.
Is that what you ask him to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a
You're living here?
give me a persuasion check with advantage.
It's too much responsibility for him.
he can help Daisy out by like putting up
11.
stone walls and stuff.
Would he eat a bunch
That's
of
with advantage.
Yes, that's with advantage.
Okay.
How many?
He says to you in giant, they did look tasty. And he'll start to waddle off.
You know, you could have had him be Daisy's muscle.
And as
Crazy doesn't need muscle.
As he steps out onto the stone stairs out the front door, you see him sink into the stone stairs and disappear into the stone.
Oh my fucking god.
Not my problem anymore.
Rock
Oh
assassin.
my god! What was the point? Why'd you do that?
The point was that I could. Who cares
Oh my
afterwards?
God. Well.
All right.
If it
so
isn't the
we're going to see your
consequences of my actions.
sister.
Have you heard
don't
the
forget
story
to-
about the 3 holes in the ground?
Huh?
Well.
Oh.
What?
Don't forget
I'm so
about your
confused.
dog, Cade,
I
Pokeball.
right here.
So
Yeah.
and your
actually,
necklace.
I know the
Peaceful.
teleportation circle to Deckard's to the safe house in the capital.
Oh,
If-
we could
if
just
we-
go that route.
Just want to do that.
Okay.
And I'm sure he has a teleportation circle somewhere in here that we could
Therefore,
memorize.
receive.
Well, I think she can.
great
Oh,
wisdom.
right. I think she can
Yeah.
also just make her own.
I was gonna say I can make my own, but yeah, does he have a teleportation circle here?
So being in the past places of his, you know that he does have a room with a circle in it, and you also know that some circles are connected to some places and some are connected to others. So you'd have to go and check this one, look at the sigils, and see if it's connected to
That one.
to the one at the capital. Yeah.
And
Okay,
for
well-
mine, it's about familiarity.
For your spell, since you're using it through the dragon orb, it's about the dragon's familiarity.
Mm.
Oh.
Okay, so she
Or for
wasn't.
Grace, she could also, even if it's not connected, Grace could also just
Yeah.
memorize this one. That way we could go.
Yeah, that's
this
what I'm
one.
saying. I can make one, but I can also memorize this one
Mhm.
as
All
another
right.
one. Because it takes me a
Search
minute,
the
right?
house. So what?
It only takes me a
Takes
minute.
you a
to-
minute to memorize.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it takes like 10 minutes to put the thing down, though, right? Like. the-
Yeah, but if
It
one's
takes 10
connected,
minutes
it's
to
instant.
create one.
Yeah.
But if he has one here already,
But
If it's
only
connected
it's
to the other
connected.
one.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me go study it for a minute so I can at least commit it to memory. And then would I be able to tell if it's connected to the other one, or do I have to detect or to identify or
Yeah,
anything
so
like that?
you just give me an Arcana check to check the
Okay.
sigils against some of the ones that you already know.
Okay,
Um,
I can do that.
mhm. And easy enough to find. You guys look around this place and you know that he has a room of this, and you kind of see a similar looking room, and You open the door, and there it is. This is a room for the specific use of teleportation, and there's a large
Why,
engraved circle into the ground in this room.
why do Deckard's buildings always have the exact same layout? It's like, did he get the same guy to build all of them, or?
He might have.
Magically built from
Also,
Whatever, I
remember
don't know.
this guy is
copy and
like
paste.
millennia old or some shit. So
Too fucking
know.
old.
yeah, like he could.
And
he
this
could-
one's gonna be turned into a bakery.
I could not wait to tell him that his fucking
Uh.
is being turned into a bakery.
Not that safe anymore now, is it? It's not exactly secret.
I mean,
Um,
it's a
You gave
vault,
Daisy
so
the
no
key,
one's gonna
right?
expect it as a safe house.
Or did we
Sure,
keep
it's
the
a front.
key?
I never gave it to her.
Did you give the
Okay.
Yeah.
Leave,
Probably a good thing.
Kay, do you want to leave that key on the note I left downstairs?
Not really, because there's some shit in there that she probably doesn't need to touch.
She doesn't need to go in there. Just
Actually-
lock it.
Not the
She doesn't need to
Terwin,
key to the
Thi-
house.
is the key to the
No,
house?
the gold key that we found.
The
is
little
that-
dragon thing.
That storage
Right.
room.
Yeah.
The little dragon thing had it. Actually, Terwin, since your kin had shit in there, here, you should probably have this.
Thank you.
His kid. He himself was unsure.
Well,
Huh?
anyway, let's go.
Your maker, wasn't it? Anyways,
Maker, I'm only half robot.
your editor? I don't know. What do you call it? Manipulator? What do you want to call it?
So to the capital?
Damn.
Well, let's
See,
see if
that
Grace,
joke was funny.
Grace, does this one go to the capital?
Oh my
or?
god.
I rolled a 17 for Arcana.
Yeah, 17. Looking around where you would see location symbols around this teleportation circle on the ground, you do see one that is very similar, yet not exactly the same, to one that you've written down before in your notes for the capital. So yes, this one will lead from Carthage to the capital. You also see one to Farvale from here. You also see one from here to Towstone, and you also see one from here to Relheim, as well as Craghammer, and a place that you have not heard of or been to yet, so you don't recognize one of these symbols.
You said my brother is at Crackhammer, right?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
If this one's connected to Farvale, on our way back, like if the capital one is connected to Farvale, we can pit stop there, pick up Alondor's horse, and bring it back to the monastery before we go. If
Is that
you
where you
want.
left the horse?
Yeah,
It's
in
at a
it's
stable,
in Deckard's stables in
hopefully-
Farvale.
It was at a stable when we left.
It was there.
And that little
He has
boy.
people.
They were told to put him in the stable.
Right.
So that
You have 480,000,
Well,
430,000 gold. Just buy a new fucking horse.
no, it's not about the. It's not
the
my
horse.
horse.
It's a monk thing, Nix.
It's yeah.
It's
It's,
Well,
their,
they seem
it's
like a
their
bunch
horse.
of shrewd people.
It's a trust thing, okay? They trusted him to take the horse out and to bring it back.
Okay, shit happens.
Mr. DM, can I add this circle to my list of
Yeah.
known
For
places?
sure. Spend a minute, and
Yep.
you can add this circle to your list of known locations. You can write this one down as Deckard or Carthage Deckard Safe House. And in the future, when it becomes a pastry shop, you can change the name of it.
Carthage, Daisy's Delight.
Right.
Villainy name.
You can
Always
you
with
can
the
put
D name.
you can put under all the connections that I told you to as well, and then put a question mark for the one that you don't recognize.
Oh, okay. Then, I gotta make more notes about that. See, they don't make this whole line of notes like this is useless. I need like a.
Right.
Damn it. Okay, I'm gonna have to. Damn it. Okay, let's just add those to my notes in general as well. Okay, I'm gonna have to add. Okay, let me go add that to my notes. Okay, Whew, that's a lot. Okay, Are we ready to go, friends?
Yeah,
Ready
let's
to
go.
rock.
Okay, cool.
Without the rock.
Yeah, that's just what I was thinking.
You want to make bets on if actually get any of them?
Oh, it's going to decimate that population, and then it's going to be horrible for the city.
Slowly
No.
but surely, he's going to.
100 years later.
Yeah.
Actually, since you made that thing, how long does how long do those things live?
I don't know.
You know,
I don't know that you should have that power if you don't have any of these
He just
answers.
randomly
He had
creates
to
shit that he
ask
knows
the
nothing
person.
about.
I mean, necromancers do that shit all the time. So.
I was about to say, watch what happens when I find another dead body.
Oh no, we shouldn't have let him have this orb.
Lord have mercy.
Why'd we give? And the crazy thing is if Alistar was with us, he would absolutely
Also
be
have the
snatching that
sword.
shit up immediately. But he's not. He was at the witch circle that we didn't go to.
Yeah, speaking of City Misty Gold. Was that the same guy? I don't think I ever put two and two together.
Wait,
The what?
What?
what do you mean?
Same
What are we
guy.
talking about?
The little one that went poof. With the
Yeah.
gold friend.
Oh, like he disappeared? Did you happen to see
No,
like, which
he
direction?
didn't
Or
disappear. He exploded.
in like a magical sense, though, right?
No, he had this like a staff thing, and he broke it over his knee, and then he went kaboom.
Sounds like a good
Oh.
magic trick
Right?
to get out of a jam.
Yeah,
Well, he was
teleportation is
dust whenever it was over. So,
fine. Was he
Sounds
dust
like you
or
just
was
left-
the stick
Right.
dust?
It was just like left.
Well, no, the
remnants of
dragon
a
was-
magic trick.
alive still. But no, he was dust.
The rod was dust. Okay, so he's out there somewhere without the rod.
Rolando, you told me he was
whatever,
in the Feywild.
The Feywild.
Yeah, that's where you told me he is, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Grace, you ready to go?
I think he's in the hells, friend.
Get to the circle. Let's go.
Chat
gotta
go,
Uh.
probably.
Quit
Yeah,
chatting. This is a silent circle.
Grace, you cast a spell, and the circle beneath your guys' feet lights up with this blue and white magical energy, and you can step into this teleportation circle to take you to the capital city. And that same warping feeling you all get that you're now accustomed to from traveling in this way and across plains so often now. You step through with ease and land flat-footed in a very familiar place, one of the first of Deckard's hideouts that you've actually been invited to. You know what part of the city this is in. One of the lower rings of the city. And for you to get to the Death Watch's outpost here, Cade, you don't know where it is. You've never been to the Death Watch outpost here in the capital city, but you guys can ask around. You can figure it out. But you arrive in Deckard's safe house.
Question. Since that portal teleportation circle was linked to this one, do I still have to spend a spell slot to do that?
To cast the teleportation spell, yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yes, because you did not know. You didn't know this one.
Okay, that's
You
fair.
have to cast a spell to use the teleportation circle.
But it didn't take 10 minutes to cast because it was
did not.
already drawn out.
Because it was already
Yes,
there. It already
it was already there.
Okay. Got it.
More of a
That
time
makes sense.
saver, but not a spell slot saver.
No, that's okay. That's alright.
All right. See what I mean? Exactly the same, architecture on the inside. Look, I know that when I open this door, I'm gonna turn right, go down the flight of stairs. Kitchen's gonna be on the right. Front door,
I mean,
Yeah,
exactly
that's the whole point.
I disagree with you because I can. I'm just gonna disagree with you because I
Well,
can.
I feel like I'm in the same place. Like, did we even go anywhere?
You have multiple houses. Wouldn't you want them to feel the same, especially since if you're popping between them all the
No.
time?
Right?
Do you want to have to remember a layout for a new place
I
every
Where
want-
all
I
the
want-
light
5 seconds?
switches are in every.
I would want each house to reflect where it was. Like,
Exactly,
I would
Mills,
want it
that's
to
what
be like
I'm
a
saying.
theme.
As you guys open the door to exit this room, and Mills says that there are slight differences to the carpet that is used in here,
I was right.
the pictures that are hung on the wall, but the layout is exactly the same. The items that are in each house are specific to the region and the area that
Like
it's in.
furniture and stuff like that.
Do
Furniture is different. This one, opposing to the Carthage one, looks lived in. The one in Carthage,
we think he,
just everything covered, has not been lived in for a while.
does he have a staff here?
don't
No, I think that was
Sonny
in
last
his
Maybe
time.
main
it's in
house.
like a closet or something.
Not
Farville,
in the
he had a
same.
staff, but
Yeah,
not
in his
here.
main house.
Correct.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he doesn't
maybe
have
it's
a
like-
You
stable
know that
here.
Farville is his main location. This is maybe a secondary or tertiary location for him
Mm.
in the capital.
'Cause
Or
that's
maybe
what
he's got a
empty.
secret weapon rack or something.
The what?
A secret weapon rack for the staff.
What?
Weapon rack.
You know
Yeah,
where
what-
he keeps his staff.
Yeah.
Oh no, the people that work for him, Nick's not an actual staff.
Oh,
Servants.
the hell, servants.
Well,
Yes.
yeah, that's
Sure.
Yeah.
What time of the day is it right now?
Way too long.
Here.
Coming over to the capital, you're just the sun. If you look out the window, the sun is now just starting to peak up. It is just starting to become daylight.
Okay, that's kind of what I thought.
Did go pretty far.
Well, does anybody?
You know the terrain of this world. The sun rises in the west and sets in the east.
Yeah. Well, no one's obligated to, but you're more than welcome to come with me to find my sister if you want to. Otherwise, I guess I'll see you back here.
Do you really
Son
want
of
me
a
to come
fucker.
with you to find your sister?
Are
I
we
mean-
all going, or are we like gonna
going.
split?
Why wouldn't we go?
Well, I don't want to
Didn't
speak for
didn't the
everyone.
Last time you split up in the city, one of your friends wound up missing and
Eh.
captured.
Technically, he went. Oh,
Yeah,
well,
I
yeah,
think.
yeah. You're right. You're
Yeah.
right. Yes,
One week after
Yes.
this, the other went boom.
yes, yes.
We should
I don't
not
wanna
be all
say-
And
together.
disappeared.
Why do you keep saying boom? It's a
He
poof.
went
Like,
poof,
he went
not
somewhere
boom.
else.
Look, I didn't want to speak for anybody. That's all.
The denial.
The denial is
I
strong with
know
this
it
one.
hurts. I know it hurts. But oh my.
We're just- let's all go. Let's all go.
Denial
Anybody?
a
Do we
river
need?
here?
When was the last time we ate? Like, have we
Mm.
eaten in a while? Should we do that before we leave?
Didn't we
What's
have
our
a feast?
exhaustion level?
I mean, we can go find some breakfast. Yeah, we did.
You
Yeah,
guys had a
yeah.
hero's feast
Yeah.
this morning. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I
you
said.
say this
second
morning
breakfast.
it's dawn, so I don't
Second,
know. Okay,
second breakfast.
does
Here.
that mean it's now another day I can use the stone, or do I literally have to wait 24 hours?
Give me
Wait,
an
the
Arcana.
I was gonna say, is it every dawn?
I thought it was every 24.
We've
Shit, I
done
don't know.
this before. When you switch dawns, the other person who would receive it would still has to wait until they can use it again. We've done this before with Deckard.
Oh, we did, didn't we? Anyways, that was a 23 for Arcana, but
Yeah. You know that you've already seen dawn today.
okay. So, all right, that's fair.
I respect
Anyways.
I respect the effort.
Had to ask.
All right.
Let's all we just had breakfast recently, I guess. Okay, let's go.
We'll find your sister.
Right. Well, I guess we just go find the Death Watch, and then maybe they can guide us to there. So, all right. Let's go.
Yeah, let's everyone keep your eyes out for hooded, cloaked, shady people.
Yeah.
That's
So
many people.
you guys
they supposed
leaving Deckard's abode here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
guess so.
you open the door in the early mornings. You open out onto the streets of this capital city, down in one of these lower rings here, and you see different from the last time you were here in the city. Those of you that were here, even though it's so early in the morning, there is a very heavy, high guard presence about the streets. You see almost double the amount of Wyvern riders
Guys,
amongst the rooftops, and almost double the amount of guard just walking the streets, even in these early hours.
guys, what happened last time we were here? Remind me.
I
The
can't.
fucking Capitol building.
Hmm.
Oh,
That's right. You're right. Thank you.
right.
Yeah, didn't y'all call some sort of
How long ago was
disturbance?
that?
Are we
How
all
long ago was-
outside of the door yet?
How long ago was that?
The king
Few
saw us
weeks?
helping. He knew we were helping, I think.
It's like
Few weeks?
a month and a half to almost 2 months ago.
All right, we did.
Really?
I was at the ball, right?
Right. I mean, I think we're friends, right, of the
Didn't you say
capital?
something about a dragon bone thing flying out the window or something?
Yeah, like a necromantic thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that was Bel Sharoon
Oh,
in
and then
disguise.
and then we left and went
Oh, you think
after.
that was Veltruun?
I think because we were chasing a necromancer because she was.
That's
Well, my
Yeah,
mom
that's
chased
what I
after her.
thought.
Yeah.
I'll
That's-
pull
that
up my
was
dragon orb and like, hey, whatever your name was, I forget. Have you been here before?
Where am I? All I can see is a cobblestone street.
Oh, you're in City Misty Gold.
Misty Gold, that foul bitch.
Ah, yes. Who's Misty Gold?
Lord Mordor.
You ask him that?
Yeah, well, I mean, yay or nay, have been here, have not been here.
Yeah. They say, I've been here once or twice. If I could get my teeth into that Misty Gold, I would ravage her to death.
Hey, I feel you, man. Yeah, he says he's been here before.
Oh, okay.
What? What are you feeling about this fucking necromantic dragon? What?
Oh, he said if he could get his teeth into that Misty Gold, he'd ravage her dead.
Okay. Bit
Is
of an animosity
is-
there.
wait, is Misty Gold? Do people call Large Margar Misty Gold as well?
That's something we
I
established.
guess, I
feel
don't
like
know.
we- Well, because
We just have always called the capital city Misty Gold.
and we
Then
call
we
it
as in
Large
you.
Margar.
Your
In the-
people.
Well, also we established that Cade's dad. Who's
It's a
from
legitimate question.
before
Is
the
it your
Dragon
people that
Wars.
call it that, or we as in a group?
But other
No.
people call it that. It's not just your people.
So we established last session that the desert is the only place where they still call it Misty Gold, and when we brought that up to Cade's dad, he was like very observant. Yeah, we came from before a time before the Dragon Wars, so we still call it Misty Gold. We came from the desert before it was the desert, and then the war turned it into the desert, and because they live for
No,
forever.
it's not called the desert. It's called the Great Boneyard. But yes, it's a desert.
That's confusing as shit. Okay.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay. So
Grace just has a confused face.
Death Watch. Can we
Give up.
find Death Watch?
So, can we leave safely? Like, are we gonna be? Are some of us gonna be recognized? Like, is this a problem?
I
I
don't
thought we were on good terms.
think.
with
helped.
I
King.
thought we
Thought
did good.
helped.
I might be a wanted criminal here. I don't know.
All right,
I'll do a
give me
history check.
give me history checks. Everybody, give me history checks.
That's a 5 for a 4.
Oh God.
That's a 5 for a 9.
11.
I've never met the king.
3 for a 6.
Guys.
And that's a 9 for a 9. So yeah.
Nice. All right. Yeah,
Wait,
so-
why the people help
So, in fitting with what actually happened here, you guys were all too concerned with fighting these massive dragons, or fighting this bone dragon and having Deckard save you guys with 12 massive golden dragons to really be concerned with if y'all were in safe hands with the king or not. You remember some sort of interaction with him before you left? Can't really remember if it was on good or bad terms with them. On Wingback of Golden Dragon.
That was me.
On you.
Deckard,
Yes, everybody.
and then
everybody
everyone
else.
Either way,
poofed out.
if it's been that
Well,
long,
They took the closet exit down
Yeah.
back into the cavernous underworld that is under the city.
why would the security be so high still, though?
Because the castle exploded 2 months ago.
Yeah, 12 dragons, you know.
They might be looking for us.
All right, I guess we should move incognito then, at least until we figure out if we're wanted or not.
So slow step back into the building then.
I mean,
I need to
thankfully,
find a
if I'm
closet.
wanted, it is less wanted than you all.
Yeah, Nix,
Yeah.
with your 9, you know about all the stuff that happened here. You are also, you're more worried about some of the guild members that might see you, as opposed to some of the castle guard or the tower guard, or the Drake wardens.
And Mills?
Mills,
I'm chilling, straight chilling, dog.
Yeah.
you were here maybe what 150 years ago.
Yeah, long time. Back in the day. It was like the king's granddaddy was in charge back then.
Yeah, as
I mean-
Dragonborn don't live very long, to be honest.
I think we'd be okay moving around as long as we're not obvious.
I am wearing different clothes.
We all are.
I can
am
cast.
a
I can cast.
metal dragon born with
I'm-
wings.
I can cast some shadows around us if we want to
Uh,
skirt our way through the city.
It is early.
Will I have like 3 or 4 shadows?
You can have 4 if you want. I don't understand the
Oh my
question.
god.
Well, you said you could cast shadows around us, so I have 1
Yeah.
shadow normally, so am I gonna have like 3 or 4?
Sure.
Mills, I think that's a good idea. Yeah.
All right, everybody, get in close. I'll cast Pass Without a Trace with my
Hmm.
Staff of the Woodlands.
And what happens when the guards overhead, as the sun is rising, see one big spot of darkness that is just moving
It's
through the
not
city?
like that. It just helps us blend in more.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Sorry, I was confused, Mills. I
That would be
thought that
pretty
was gonna
funny.
look really weird with like 4 shadows, like north,
have
south,
done
east,
Done
west.
this before, y'all.
I-
Magical
I'm
blending.
so
I've
confused
cast
what you were
it
talking
multiple
about.
times.
We
Well, I
did
didn't
this in
know-
the Shadowfell.
The way you worded it made me think something different. Sorry.
Yeah,
Hmm.
the
I
second
can
guy
turn
was
us to
having everything.
animals, but not today.
Well, I am happy to thank you, Mills. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so you cast a spell, and are you guys exiting out onto the street, the thoroughfare?
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, sure. If you're trying to be stealthy, everybody give me some stealth checks.
12.
It was almost great. It was almost great. It's plus 10 to your stealth, by the way.
24. With the plus 10.
I got 17.
I got a natural 1 for 14.
Oh, okay.
I got a 36.
Nice.
Nice.
Jesus.
23.
Nice.
Is that right? Yeah. No, 28. My bad. 28.
Oh, okay.
28.
Nice.
28.
Do you have one for Crumb?
Oh yeah.
20.
Damn, Crumb.
And Cade, you said yours was 12. Was that before or after the plus 10?
Oh, with the plus 10, 22.
22. Okay.
Yeah.
My
bad.
An overall success. So moving out onto the street, you guys see this overwhelming presence of guard patrolling the city as the dawn sun is starting to rise up. It's still that that dark early morning, that settlement of dew kind of laying over everything. Everything is quiet. All you can
Nick.
see.
Fucking dim your hair a bit, man.
Hey, shut up! I don't tell you how to fucking have your hair, asshole.
And you see every now and then that a Wyvern rider, a Drake warden fly over, and when you come to intersections, you see different guards walking 2 by 2, sometimes 4 by 4, walking around the streets. No one else is out at this time.
The,
Everybody
like
can give me
wanted posters.
everybody can give me an insight check.
I was gonna say I want to look around for like bulletin boards and shit. Yeah,
Oh, I got a 11.
I did too, actually.
21.
18.
Nix, being someone that's come and gone from this place frequently with your business that you used to be employed with, you know that sometimes the capital induces curfews.
Yep, martial
So
law.
The curfew might not be lifted yet for the morning.
Yeah, so we get spotted by anybody and we're fucked right now. Just
Oh,
putting it
so we
out there.
shouldn't be out at all right now, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like the sun's coming up though. I mean,
That doesn't matter. The curfew is when they say the curfew is.
How
Yeah,
many
they can say the
hours
curfew's-
until it's
maybe I could use
Are
my.
there- do we see signs anywhere that list the curfew
Give me,
hours?
Yeah.
give me a perception check.
Yeah. Wanted posters, just in case.
If we do get stopped, I might be able to use my Death Watch thing as a means of moving.
Mills with the low 30.
Dirty 20.
Oh my God.
Woo!
Right, Mills is super perceptive, isn't he?
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, you guys looking around in this low light part section of the city, you do see. Saw you. You do see wanted posters. They're not of you. They are of the hand of the king. As
Oh,
you
yeah.
remember,
That's
That
right.
one.
That
she
bitch.
is the one that turned into the bone dragon.
Yep.
You do also see posted around the implemented curfew, as in, it is a 8 to 8 curfew, very strict.
Hmm.
8 a.m. Or 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. curfew.
And it's not 8 a.m. yet,
It's like
is it?
It
6
is-
a.m.
It is about 6 a.m. right now. Yes.
Oh,
Well, as long as we're smart about it and we don't make any dumb things apparent, I think we should be fine.
It'll take us about an hour to get maybe around the city to find the Death Watch.
If we
can't
can
really
find
ask
them.
anyone right now.
I mean, if we can find a map.
Is there any iconography in any cities that you're from, Cade, where you worked as the Death Watch that symbolizes where a hideout might be or a place that they frequent?
Yeah, like a sigil that's like Death Watch this way.
Yeah, something
Oh,
like that. Something
Oh,
subtle
like a
that you would
secret.
know.
Right. Would I know any of that?
Yeah, you know that there's no hideouts. The Death Watch don't have hideouts.
They have
They're
headquarters.
very open and very public figurehead of the nation. And they don't really have like in cities. There's no like
A specific-
arrow pointing. Hey, Death Watch headquarters this way.
Hmm.
It's more about if you get into the area, you can notice the building. They all look very similar in construction and make.
Would I know enough to know that even in most cities that, like, the city guard might defer to the Death Watch if they're on business?
to any incursion from outside the city walls, yes. To any inner city business, no.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, do we want to wait 2 hours in the
I-
fucking
yeah, I-
hideout?
Yeah, we can just wait 2 hours in the hideout. You know, kick up, see if there's anything left over. You know, in the cupboards.
I have an idea.
Okay, what-
Cade, as an official Death Watch member, could rock up and be like, "Hey, I'm from this chapter. I just got into town."
That's what I was thinking. It's like, hey,
Didn't know there was a curfew. Oh, yeah,
Right,
you could
right,
maybe
yeah.
just walk up.
Yeah, just be
We're
like,
ignorant,
I didn't
yeah.
know there was a curfew.
we don't live here. You know, I'm on business
I'm not
with my,
from here.
yeah, official
Official
business.
Death Watch
Yeah.
members.
That's what I was going to do.
Oh, but through the chain of
they
Death
have to-
Watch, would they notify you of curfews in different cities?
Probably not usually. I mean, a city is usually your district or whatnot. So,
Okay.
I mean, plus we really haven't been here since that thing happened. So we really didn't know about a curfew.
But is this the kind of place that even if you were not aware of the law or the rule, they would still arrest you anyways if you were
Guys, we
breaking
showed
it?
up naked here, and they. Oh no, was that here? Or
That
Oh,
wasn't
that
here.
was
No.
Parador.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was,
Yeah,
Carry
yeah.
on.
or somewhere else.
Yeah, fuck those guys. Okay.
I agree.
But yeah, it might. Kate, I think you might have some sway if
Yeah.
if we maybe just hailed some people like, hey, yeah, it might work. Worst thing,
That's all you,
what
big
they
man.
they tell us to
No.
go home or they take us into
Hey,
custody.
wait 2 hours or something like that.
Yeah, sure.
Do we see anybody near us, like a guard or anything like that? City Watch.
A couple passed a moment ago, and then if you figure if you wait a couple more moments, you might see a couple more walking past on their roundabouts that they're doing through this section of the city.
Okay, I'll kind of drape my official Death Watch garb on real quick. And then wait for them to pass again, or somebody to come pass by. That's official looking.
Yeah, it takes maybe 10 minutes or so. If y'all are hiding out on a side street or an alley, it takes about 10 minutes for another group of guards. There's 4 of them that are walking in this group, are walking in the same direction that the last guards passed through this section. Seems to be like a rotation of some sorts, that they're walking around the city in the same direction. But yeah, you see 4 guards approaching.
All right. In order not to startle them, I'll step out when they're still about a good 10 feet away.
And
Yeah.
and we're not going with you, right? You're just going
No.
yourself?
You guys are there, but I'm asking for directions right now.
It might seem confrontational. It's like a bunch of people step out to the shadows.
Especially with the way we look.
Alondor.
I'll step out and I'll be like, "Excuse me."
You step out and you see one of them who has a sword. He draws the sword. The other 3 have spears, and they all point the spears towards you. And the one that has a sword says, "Halt!
I haven't moved.
What are you doing out past curfew?"
Don't do the sarcasm.
I'm on
Kate.
official I'm on official Death Watch business. I'm from out of this section, but I need to know where the headquarters for this city is.
Kind of looks at the other 2. Business for you. You don't know where your own headquarters are?
I've never been to the Death Watch here before. Like as I said before, I'm outside. This is not my district.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay. 21.
Nice. Yeah, you see he glances at you, and he sees the robes you're wearing and the sigil that's on the chest piece of the robes, and he turns to the boys, does his sword like this to them, and sheathes his sword. And they kind of start to walk up slowly towards you. What is your business, friend?
I'm looking for another member who happens to be my family. We have business to discuss that's a personal matter, but also discusses business with one of the higher Death Watch members. So I'm speaking the truth.
Yeah.
and then I'll look as relaxed as I can, you know, hands at my side, just like this in the belt, like, what's all the security for? And I saw a sign that said a curfew. What's going on?
Yes, city's still on high alert for an incursion that happened a couple months ago. If you ask me, it's good for the city because we're getting a bunch of new recruits for the guard, but some of them
If you put everyone on curfew, then people want to be in the guard, so they don't have a curfew.
Yeah, as he says that, you look at one of these recruits. The helmet is almost like too big for him,
It's like-
and it's kind of like sagging over. And the suit that he's wearing almost like doesn't fit, and they look very young, like almost like just out of school, you know.
I'll kind of grin and lean into him and be like, looks like you have your hands full with some.
That we do for it. With these long stints of martial law here, we tend to get a lot new recruits, and we do have a lot of time to train them with the long stint, but
More training's always better.
Yes, but I don't know if they're all up to snuff, if you know what I mean.
Well, maybe things will calm down soon and you won't have to, you know, keep the ones that aren't worth the effort, so to speak.
That's what I'm hoping for. We just need to get a better tongue to the king's ear to lift this so the city can get back to normal.
That's fair. Yes, directions to the Death Watch headquarters, though, please.
Right, yes, you're in... You know where you are now, right? I mean, I'm sure you do. So you're gonna go up 2 rings, and you're gonna go to the east, and then it'll be in that ring there. You'll know.
Okay, perfect.
See it.
If I get stopped again, is there anything I should say or anything like that, or should I just tell the same thing to the next person?
No, I mean, you've been pretty upright with me. If you see anyone else, say just do the same with them.
Sounds good. I appreciate your candor. And good luck with the little ones.
Right. And then he turns back to look at one of them. He kind of rights himself and stands up straight and does the spear. Yeah.
I'll give him a little mini salute.
Yes.
We'll follow. Just
And they start to walk away. How? Are you moving out of the alley before they?
not
move away?
yet. No, I was in our heads. I was about to be like, we'll follow a little far behind so that they don't see us or anything.
Yeah. So they start to continue on down this long section of intermittent road and house alleyway until they get a good distance away that you think that you guys could move out. They're still in sight, but they have no reason to turn around, you know.
Was that a Death Watch member, Andy?
What?
Maybe we should have joined the Death Watch. His cape was so cool.
Alright, he said north 2 rings and
To the east.
where? To the
Go in
east.
2 rings
Okay.
into the east.
Yep. All right.
2
Once
rings up and to the east. Yes.
once they're out of sight, I'll kind of like go, be like, okay, let's go.
Isn't there like only certain areas where you can enter the other rings? So like those are probably going to be heavily guarded.
But it takes a while to get up these things, right?
It does.
Like hours.
Yes.
2
Yeah.
rings is going to be like an hour.
I think it was like 3 hours, right?
It's an hour per ring, and it's
Each ring.
designed.
That's what I
It's
thought.
designed that way by the gateways that are in between them. To
Okay.
get from one gateway to the other gateway,
Yeah, it's
starting
a
at the
defense.
lower. It's a defense mechanism. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the,
All right.
the entrance ways are offset.
I'm just
I
saying,
know
if we approach the gateways now, like we're probably midway through this ring, so if we get there in a half hour or so,
I-
curfew's still up. So
Yeah.
Well, the guy
Yeah.
said as long as we're up and on the up and up, and we are. I didn't tell a single lie, so I think it's worth.
That's
all of
one.
us-
I don't think with
Yeah.
all of us I don't think that's gonna work with all of us.
Do we have Death Watch robes?
I could just.
We have
You guys
one
have-
on
We've
this
ripped the
side.
We have
Death Watch
3.
off of those.
We have a few.
You have 3 Death Watch robes.
Minus Cade,
besides
so it's gonna be
mine.
4 of us?
So yeah, 3 more of you. Cade has his. So you have 3 more.
I was instructed to rip all the Death Watch insignia off of mine, so it's ruined.
I think if I just say like, you know, you guys are just my compatriots, you know. Sometimes we take outside help like Grim.
I didn't fit in the robes.
Well, that too. You're all rather large,
Yeah.
so
That works.
yeah.
So,
Well, I'll just say you're my compatriots. We take outside help all the time. Like Fargrim was outside help. He wasn't Death Watch.
Yeah, I think, you know, 4 of us in robes outnumbers those not in robes. So
But he said that one robe is ruined.
Well,
so
I mean, we got in a fight and it got fucked up, and he needs a new one.
The other 2 robes, you, Alondor, and Mills.
yeah, I think Crumb
Or
has
does
one,
Mills-
actually.
Crumb has one.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
That's
know
right,
Crumb
Crumb
has
has
one, Nyx has one, and Alondor has one. So those are the 3.
okay. Those are the 3. That's right. Okay.
Omi and Grace are the ones without, and Mills.
And
And then Mills, unless he transforms into something else to stay hidden. But
That's true.
is Pass Without a Trace a concentration spell?
Yes.
Yes, it
It's
is.
an hour.
Okay, so
1 hour.
Well, you know, I guess we don't really need it anymore.
anything.
I mean, yes, we do.
I mean,
Curfew's not over.
Just so we don't draw attention to.
Yeah, let's wait till
We
curfew.
don't want to get
Unnecessary
stopped
detours.
every 10 minutes when we have to travel
Yeah,
an
no.
hour per circle. That's 6 times a circle.
All right,
Let's just
let's get moving.
You
yeah.
do that math all by yourself, big guy?
I think we'll be
Took a minute,
fine.
you know.
I think we'll be.
60 seconds.
I think we'll be okay if we don't try to sneak around, because then they might ask, "Why are you sneaking?"
Proud of you.
All right. So going with Alondor's logic.
My
You guys-
intelligence is -1.
Yeah,
I'm a barbarian and I have a +3.
Is that
Are you
Jordan or
learning?
Alondor's math? We need to know. Is it yours or Alondor's math?
Yes.
That was definitely Jordan's math, not Alondor's math.
you guys
It's
start
like
to head
3
towards.
times an hour.
You guys head towards the gate that you know a direction on this circle to start to head up to the next one and then the next one, and you know that you're probably going to get stopped a lot of the times by different guard that are walking around if you're walking around in the open. So let me get a persuasion check from everyone so we can
Everybody?
yeah, so we can
Group
kind
a
of-
group check.
kind of fast track this movement to see how well you guys move through.
Nat 20, baby.
Nice.
Oh, lucky.
So for a
15.
33.
Oh, nice.
Jesus. I got a 17.
15 to me, and I have a +0. So.
Yeah,
One
17.
plus 15.
17 for Crumb, 9 for Mills.
Oh no.
Mills is not very charismatic.
A nat 1 with a 15.
So 16 with the
16.
nat 1.
Now-
Wow.
Unless
Well,
you're
what'd
gonna
you get, Nyx?
nat 1 that failure.
6.
Next.
17.
17.
You
None of us heard
successfully
you.
failed. Or failed successfully. You failed successfully.
Okay.
That's crazy.
So yeah, for the most part, it's a success. You do have to explain a bit more with some of the troops that you come across that have actually been in the guard for a while. You do once get stopped by a Drake warding swooping down out of the air, seeing you guys and landing his Drake in front of you, hopping off and coming out. And Grace, you get noticed as a princess.
No.
I was gonna say.
By who?
I was gonna say
lands.
Shit. By who?
Yeah, by the Drake Warden that fight.
there were a lot of Drake Wardens at the party. Remember?
Yeah.
Do you guys remember what was? Fuck. Austin, what's your first character's name?
Oh,
Cole was Harley.
Harley.
What was Harley's brother's name? He was a captain of the guard, right?
Which one got injured?
Right, that one.
You remember what he looked like? This is not him.
Okay.
We could say that we're friends of his because we did meet him. He did give us help.
Someone was swooned by Grace.
He was
Swooned by me.
the prince, right?
The prince.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, I forgot about that. Shit.
Oh my god! Wait,
Oh
the
my-
Prince of the cat. The
Yes,
dragon.
the prince, the prince.
God! He recognizes you.
How did
This
I
is-
forget
it was-
about that?
Should we be truthful with him?
It
Why
was
we're back in town?
Dorian.
I mean,
Dorian was his brother that was like a head guy.
the cool one.
No, he was
No.
That's the
slightly
asshole.
mean.
The mean one. The mean
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, the one
'Cause
that
it
was
was-
dancing with the hand as Dorian.
Right,
She was,
and
like,
then
under her
under spell, and then the cool one met us in the tavern somewhere, right?
Yeah, he like
Kind of gave you guys the heads up.
Right. I can't remember. He's the one that got hurt, right?
no.
No,
That was Dorian.
Dorian. Okay,
Because-
Comatose. when
that's
he was-
right. That's right. Because yeah.
Dorian was being
He was
impersonated. I think.
being.
What was the cool one's name though?
Mhm.
Leland.
Leland. Okay,
Leland.
we can always
That's
name
it.
drop them if we need to, maybe.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's just
and-
he had a crush on her.
You know, the prince.
Mhm.
The prince did. This is not the prince either.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Prince ain't just gonna be out and about early in the morning after.
Just the guard. Just the dragon that has flown down
They
to stop you
recognized
guys.
Grace.
Recognized Grace. Maybe they were at the ball or
Word got out.
guarding the ball while it was happening because there were several Drake Wardens there. But yeah, he recognizes you and asks you, what are you doing back in the city?
Just was traveling with some of my companions here, and just
We're on official Death
Check out
Watch
some of the
business.
yeah, just checking out some of the other kingdoms and some of their Death Watch headquarters to see,
He and I are
if
recruits. That's why
is
we
that
don't got the
something-
robes.
that's gonna.
Do you have any information for us about the cut off hand?
The
We
drow woman?
we've been away for some time. What do you speak of?
Yeah, I haven't been here in a while. Could you elaborate on that? What do you mean by the cut off hand?
Yes, the hand that was sowing deceit and malfeasance into the king's ear for a long time.
Oh,
She was
And
cut
this, she has now been cut off from the city.
no, I unfortunately I haven't heard or seen anything about her. It since that time period since we left. Yeah, no, I don't. I'm sorry, I don't have any information about it.
What was that their hand's name?
Ooh, let me go back in my notes.
Yeah.
Not Valstavoon.
Nope, it is not.
Is it the
Oh,
bone
man.
dragon that Nyx took control of and befriended when we went into?
Befriended.
Or
That would
was a
be-
different bone dragon.
That would be so convenient, wouldn't it?
That was a
You
different.
show me Lord Jamargar's
It was-
bones, we can make something happen.
It was gone when we came back out of the mansion. And we don't know where it went. Like, it became docile when we entered the Shadowfell because
Yeah.
everyone left and it wasn't getting orders anymore. So it just curled up
Oh,
on the
yeah.
ground and went to sleep. And then we went into the mansion and then we came out and it was gone. So,
Her name was Alasia, but we think that's a false one.
It's a fair assumption.
probably. Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen her anywhere.
Did she
Well,
have,
Probably
is there any?
masquerading under a new face and name after that debacle.
He
I
looks
guess.
over the rest of your party, noticing, kind of turning his head at Cade. kind of recognizing you, but not really. And then recognizing Alondor.
Is there any
But,
rippling effects of the cut off hands
Well,
amputation?
the king has been more sprite and more direct with his defenses and orders. It seems
So
like
he's doing
is-
better, it seems.
He's
Sounds.
taken more control, whereas it was seeming that he was a bit dormant while she was here.
That's terrific news.
Right. That's great to hear.
In your heads, you'll hear me say, it might not be a bad idea to introduce ourselves again as the ones that helped him to gain a friend.
It seems like
As you're saying that in your head, he speaks again after he answers Mill's question and says, "I thought you guys were tasked with finding this creature and bringing it to justice."
you know what?
I'm
We
new
don't
here.
like.
I was recruited after the Waffle, so I'm not sure if they. I don't know if I got that relayed.
Yeah, same here.
So we
I'm
don't
gonna
like
say
to
my
bring.
Alondor and Kate. I was like, were we tasked with that? I don't remember that.
We
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 weren't.
don't like to bring attention to ourselves in that smile. Like we don't want any praise from helping out the king. We just want to go about our daily lives. So yes, we were we were a part of taking out the hand. That is us, but we sort of try to stay on the down low with that sort of thing. So if you don't mind not telling any of your friends.
We're working on many things.
Yeah, right. So
Right
like
now, a
right
Death
now we're
Watch
here
thing.
to go to the
Right.
Death Watch, but we really need to get to the Caspian Sea as soon as possible. So
Was that where the beast is gone?
oh no, we actually
It's possible. We're hunting a few leads that might lead us down that same rabbit hole, but we also can't speak too much because obviously she had hands in many pies here. So
Yeah.
there's
In my-
not to
in
say
my
that
head-
I remember that night faithfully. After the fighting ensued between the different factions, and then she revealed herself. The large dragons burst into the chamber. I was on guard and had to seal off the room. I will never forget it. After that glorious angel Gladiel burst through the window behind her to follow, I remember one of you saying that you vowed to chase down this creature and help the king.
in my
It
head I think
kind of-
guys
Looks like you, but a little more dead.
That does sound like something Kate would say in the moment.
Oh, absolutely.
be that as it may, there is
Did you
no
promise that to the lady, the angel? Is
there
that what you
is
did?
yeah.
His
No
mom,
time. There is
you
no.
mean?
There is no time.
Real, the mom.
There's no timeline on these sorts of things, Plus, there's no one to say that if we tell you things,
Just come clean and tell
Between
him that
you and
killed
me?
her.
He
Didn't
was
we
trying
We don't
to
know if we did her.
kill his Mom.
We
Didn't we
didn't.
kill them?
we don't
They
know.
were the ones with the fucking orb. We have it.
Yeah,
Are you
that is-
sure?
The dragon
Certain.
left with the orb. We chased it. We went into the Shadowfell or whatever. Then we found it, killed it, took the orb, and then that's it.
We don't know if Vel'Sharud was the hand.
We don't
No,
know.
but we could also just tell this man that they were and lift this kingdom from martial law.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but what if?
What if we're wrong?
What if?
Yeah, this is
Not
the orb
the
she was
case.
using to control people with. We will
Yeah,
keep
what if
it
she
more
got
safe thing.
Right,
we were
and we just
wrong.
set this.
Then
Please
that's
don't
not
do
the
this.
problem.
Is it not the orb that she was using that we have now?
No, we don't know that.
The
No.
gold
Using the
orb.
golden orb.
Yeah, she had the
Who
gold.
got that orb.
Oh, then we didn't kill her.
Like I said,
No.
we're following up on many things. We don't know if she still has spies in the kingdom, though, so we're going to play this very close to the chest. So if you could,
process,
Right.
reading out all the people, it takes a little longer than 2 months.
right?
It's- sorry, we don't have any
Covering
updates
her
for you.
tracks well.
Sorry.
Well, yes, go meet with your Death Watch, and Princess, you have a great morning. and he'll
Thank
kind of
you.
bow to you and
I'll do
uh,
a little head nod. You know, can't bow
he'll
lower
get
than
back
him.
on his Drake, and they'll take off.
You know, it might not be a bad idea to have a good friend as the, you know, and the king.
Mills, don't you have the spell that's like, hey, God, answer this question for me 3, yes or no? Hey, did they kill that lady who was the hand? Yes, no, maybe so.
I mean, I don't think gods know everything.
If we
So-
would have killed them, we would have had.
Not
gotten the
today.
gold-
Not today.
Oh,
You
yeah,
think-
Deckard took the
Deckard.
gold- We got the golden ore from her.
Yeah.
and
Do you think
then-
Deckard would know?
Yeah, we stole it, but
Yeah.
she got away. Or-
Yeah.
But,
But
yeah,
she
exactly,
turned-
that's what we're asking about, rather
But she
than...
turned. She turned
Into a
into the
bone
bone
dragon,
dragon.
yeah.
Then we fought the bone or
A bone dragon.
horde.
A bone dragon.
We
But
fought
it
Doesn't
got-
necessarily
yeah,
mean
I
it's
mean,
the
it-
same bone
But that one
dragon.
didn't talk to us though, so we don't
Not all
know if
bone
that's.
dragons look the same.
Not
Yeah.
really buttoned up.
What
I
are the
would say.
chances that that's the one we took out? Like,
But be very convenient.
Could
I
I
don't
do a
trust
history
it.
check to remember? Like, we could tell that the bone dragon we fought with Velsharoon was previously a blue dragon. Could I do a history check to remember what her bone dragon form looked like?
Yeah, give me a history check.
Hopefully I can do it. 14?
I mean, it's made of bones.
Yeah. You don't get lightning attacked or anything.
No, she did
Yeah,
that
she
and
didn't use
left.
any breath weapons.
No.
I think the breath weapon she used was from the orb.
Kate, why don't you pray to your mama and see if she has the answer?
Yeah, she
Oh,
did
you
go
have-
after
She did chase her, yeah.
Yeah.
I can try. I mean, sure.
But we can't do
Well,
that
genius
right now.
Nick.
We gotta get to the head.
But I think we have other business.
I mean, we have 2 hours to walk. I think you can pray and walk.
That's fair.
so here's the question: do I need to go meet and say hi to the king, or should we do that afterwards?
I think after, during the daytime, he
Okay.
might be still sleeping
And
for all we
maybe
know.
Save that for another time. You know.
Okay, that's fair.
We have 2
I-
days.
Once we get more info about the hand, because I feel like if we come to him with nothing, it's kind of like, okay,
look good.
cool,
Not a good look.
thanks.
So y'all were
I guess.
officially tasked to find
No.
this
No.
lady?
No.
No.
Cade just
No.
was trying to impress his mom before he knew that she was his
Yeah.
mom.
Oh right.
And Grace,
Yeah.
you know, the
Right.
prince probably has like
The
you know,
Oedipus of
super
it all.
important. The prince sort of has like super important stuff he's probably doing with, so we don't need to bother him, right, Grace?
I mean, I wasn't planning on it, but now that you mention it, maybe I should say hi while I'm here.
I think it's a good idea to say, drop in and say hi. Sorry we left in such a
I don't know,
hurry.
I don't know. I don't think we should talk to the
I
prince.
don't think so at
Yeah.
all.
I think the
you know.
king,
I
the
don't
king,
think-
the king.
Yeah, the king for sure.
Right.
Maybe not even the king, you know.
I think it's worth at least dropping by and saying
we'll try
hello.
to say hi to the king, and then if not, that either way, we'll see if the prince is in, see if he's free. You know, maybe
Maybe
the
like
king
the
is
two of us,
busy.
like me and Grace and like Mills could stay on the outside while you guys go in.
That would defeat the purpose.
I
He doesn't want to talk to them.
prince would want to talk to us. Yeah, I think Grace is the one he
I don't
wants to
think he would
talk
care.
to.
I mean, Grace, you could talk to the prince while some of us talk to the king.
Yeah, I don't know
no,
about
I,
that. We should probably stick together.
I don't think so. Like,
I'll kind of
Oh,
nudge.
Rolando, you're being very.
I'll kind of nudge Alondor and be like,
Grace right now.
no, I just don't think.
I
it's
don't know that I
beneficial.
feel comfortable with that.
It's probably not. It's probably not.
It's
you know,
not it's just
beneficial
not very-
for us to talk
it's
to the
not
prince.
right, Mills. There's no like. What do we need to
What can the
talk to him
prince
about?
tell us that the king can? You know,
Mills, you
Mills
sound
is
like you're
looking
agreeing
at
with
him
Alondor a
so
lot.
Fucking hard.
he's got good points. What can I say?
all right, let's get the fuck to the headquarters,
Let's
please.
go.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Is it
Didn't know
what time
you were a
is it? Like,
blue
is it
buddy
still
all of a sudden,
curfew?
Mills.
Yeah.
Is it-
So
What?
it's
A blue buddy.
Oh, Lupa.
it's about 30
Uh.
minutes before the curfew is being lifted. As
Okay.
y'all are like getting close to the headquarters, you can see it off in the distance, this large spiraling black almost castle that's sitting in this section here, this smaller castle. And
you see as the sun is starting has risen over the peaks, or over the horizon. This whole city being a mountain peak on a mountain peak itself. You see, before curfew is lifted, people are starting to come out of their homes about 30 minutes before you would estimate it to be lifted. So it's seeming like it's been on for so long that some people are starting to relax about it, and yeah, and especially in these upper circles.
Yeah, because that's the higher caste of people, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
yell at these people for leaving their house.
I don't think that's really our prerogative.
Let's not draw extra attention to it.
Sheriff Mills.
Oh my god.
Actually has a nice ring to it.
Go see your sister, you weirdo.
Now ain't big enough for the two of us.
Yeah, you guys walk up to the entrance, the grand entrance of the Death Watch sect here. Either side of it, these large pauldrons of burning blue fire. This backdrop of black stone, almost castle-esque style, large building, large cathedral style wooden doors that are closed with these large metal ring knockers on them.
Those are some pretty big knockers.
Yeah. Take two hands to miss.
You want to ring the door button?
No?
Oh.
Caroline,
All right.
do you want to grab one knocker and I'll grab the other?
Wait. Okay.
I'll do it.
Hold on. Those of you that don't actually, everyone but me, take your Death Watch robe off.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I don't want to
Yeah.
impersonate here.
Yes. Not
Ron
here.
takes his death robe off and has nothing on underneath.
Give him the ones without the insignia on it that Nick says. So he's not impersonating.
Switch.
No, Crumb.
Oh, gods.
I'll
that
rock
is all
my
the
movie
clothes we
shirt
gave him.
again.
I mean, this is cool, man. It's I don't know what the laws are around here, but
I mean, no,
Crumb, put this on.
hold on 1 second. And he drew across a fig leaf.
Fucking
Put these
Adam.
ropes on.
No, man, I feel free.
Nix, what are you doing?
be that as it may,
I have some nice black leather pants with a puffy
Oh.
shirt.
Freedom isn't free.
I'll put the torn robe over him and be like, wait till we're outside of the city, please.
You can frolic in the fields
These
of
guys are
a
stopping
very
my style.
secluded area.
So you guys do put a robe on him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
The one's torn.
The
Yeah,
torn
the one
Tell
without
them
the patches.
it was
Yes.
for
Yeah, torn one.
an
It's just a
emergency.
Yeah.
just a torn robe. Nothing else under it. Just
There's
torn
no
robe.
insignia.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
And a fig leaf.
Well, we can't see
Yeah,
it.
the fig leaf.
Yeah, the
Um,
robe is covering.
All right, you guys knocking on the door.
Not us.
Yeah.
Kate.
I'll knock on the door.
Yeah, you
I'll
grab
do the
thing and
talking.
You lift it. It's a very heavy knocker, and you grab it and slam it, and you guys hear. Boom, boom.
What is-
How many times do you knock?
3.
Okay, yeah, great.
Is that the standard?
Why does everything with the Death Watch have to be fucking creepy? Like, aren't they
That was
supposed
the
to
death
be?
watch. I feel
They're
like
What's wrong with a good shave and a haircut? 2 bits.
They're trying to repel death and weird shit, and proceeding to be the weird shit, like werewolves.
They are.
They have to out
They
weird the
blend
weird,
in.
I guess.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I was like, they have to out weird the weird. That's
We're just
exactly it.
blaspheming their entire organization.
They gotta be
on
creepier
the
than the
steps
creepiest.
of their fucking- It's
Yeah, so-
L-A-R-R-I-N.
L-A?
Hold on.
Right?
Hold on.
Lauren?
I got it.
Maybe?
R-R-I-N?
I think.
Lauren?
I don't know,
It's
man.
a-
Ron and Macron?
Oh, there we go.
Lauren.
Oh,
Lauren. Okay.
Lauren.
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 There's like so many ways to
Lauren
pronounce
Vaughn.
Lauren. Lauren.
Lauren von.
Lauren.
Um,
Lauren.
yeah. You knock on the door. It takes a moment, and then the door starts to push towards you as it's being
Oh,
opened.
back it up. Back it up.
Oop, oop.
And you see these large fingers curl around the door as it's being pushed open. And as it's opening, you see this massive troll opening this door.
Oh.
And
Jade?
looks down
What
at you
the
guys.
fuck?
We were not expecting visitors this early.
We come
What
and
is your business?
we come unexpected. I'm searching for my sister, Lauren Vaughn.
His face kind of, he's holding onto the door. His face kind of comes down real close to your body. And he gives a sniff.
Half
I was gonna say-
sister, half
I say in my head, I'm like, don't breathe too deeply. Don't breathe.
half
too fast.
sister.
I'm just gonna stand there.
Yeah, he sniffs. And as he sniffs, his nose kind of pulls your hair up to his face.
But
And says, he leans back up into the doorway, back into the shadows of the interior, where you can just see kind of his face and his arm coming out. And he says,
Very well. Come in.
and he pushes the door open more.
I'll look back and be like,
Nervous with a smile.
What?
"What is your name, large one?
Vanderbeer.
Vanderber or Van Burr?
Vanderbeer.
Van de Beer. Pleasure.
And as he turns around, he's massive. He turns around slowly, but in his form, it just looks like a normal turn. As he turns around, you see on the back of his massive calf the mark of a were creature on the back of his calf.
Yo.
Okay.
Massive fucking were creature.
What? What creature?
I'll try to make conversation. Be like,
That's a werebear. That's a
Is that a were
werebear.
troll?
in my head, I'll be like,
Tiger bear.
"Are we taking bets?"
I'm saying
Bear.
it's a were
Bear.
rock.
Giant ape.
I don't know.
Is it rude to ask? I want to know.
This is all in our
Elephant.
heads. I
Yeah,
say
yeah,
bear.
there's a troll in our heads. Yeah.
Yeah, and he starts to walk away, and you can feel his footsteps in the ground as he's walking, and he kind of goes and he exits through a door to the right, and then leads you guys up some massive stairs.
I'll
To
he
accommodate
kind of
him.
leading you guys up. He kind of gestures towards the stairs, and the staircase is from his feet to his upper arm, and he's kind of gesturing to lead you guys up the stairs.
as we're walking, before we get there, I'll be like, "So what's your Canterbury lineage?"
That of the boar.
Very nice.
Oh.
That's fitting.
Oh.
Oh, where?
That's fucking terrifying. A troll, a bigger than troll size were boar. Oh, the tusk.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yo.
Yeah.
I'll kind of do like this. Be like, that would be interesting to see. Actually, I would have guessed bear.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I said elephant.
I've seen a were-raven and a werewolf, and that's all that I've seen.
No, it's
And that's
not
all I really
fair.
want to see
Or where-
right now.
I could see were tiger as well.
Someday You might be lucky enough to go through the change.
Can you be a were elephant?
Wait, who did he say that to?
Decade.
Us?
Mm.
Oh.
Oh, he smells it. He's no longer.
I'll kind of grin. I'll kind of grin and be like, one should be so lucky. And I'll turn and I'll walk up the steps.
Wait, so was the mark? Does Cade's body no longer have the mark?
No longer has it. No.
Oh,
Remember, all my scars, everything went away.
Yeah.
I'm
He's
gonna
like all
turn
healed on his
to
face.
Nyx and say, "Is Cade cool here?" Just like,
I think he lost
No.
some of his coolness.
I don't
think
think
he's
Cade's
been
ever
cool.
been cool anywhere he's ever been.
His Loki Luger on him.
he like a big
Damn.
shot here. It feels like
I mean, his daddy is an Archduke of Death or whatever the fuck. So. If anything, he's just a big old Nepo baby.
oh, that's fair.
I mean, his other siblings got like special positions. He didn't, so I feel like
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
not doing
seems
it
like
great.
he's-
Yeah, the
Seems like
worst
he's
of the
pull-
Nepo babies.
Seems
not
like
even a
he's
good
really
Nepo
throwing his weight
baby.
around.
The illegitimate child.
Child of the wedlock Nepo baby.
Wow.
Okay, let's go, please.
He's
Brr.
the
You're up
Emilio
the stairs.
Estevez.
Yes, yes.
Good playback. I like it.
But yeah, you guys head up the large staircase, and it opens up into this secondary, larger wooden door area. And he kind of reaches over and pushes the door open with his finger, and this large door opens in front of you. And you're granted with this long stone and wooden hallway. And at the end of it, you see another door.
I'll keep following him.
Oh no, he left you guys.
Oh.
He did not come up the
He-
stairs.
Oh, I thought you said he was okay. Sorry.
Just
He
reached
said he
up the
pushed open the
stairs.
door.
He
Yeah.
reached up the stairs.
Gotcha,
Walked
gotcha,
down
gotcha.
the stairs, pushed the door.
Ugh.
The door.
All right, I'll walk in and I'll follow the path to the doors, not steps.
Yeah. You guys walk down, and same pauldrons lighting this entire interior space, that blue fire, and down at this door you see above it written in written above the door. It says Chamber of Larvon.
Laura, your sister.
Well, that's quite official.
Father did say she had quite the position here.
Sounds permanent.
Well,
Yeah,
long
she's
hallway
the
guarded
one.
by troll.
Have
That's
we-
pretty official.
Oh my god, have we thought about like? We never asked what the. I guess we'll find out. Never mind. I'm gonna shut up now.
No, what's up? Say it.
We don't know. Like, are they half elf? Are they like? What was their?
I was
purpose?
wondering
And,
that
like,
too.
how
I was gonna.
old are
I did.
they?
Well,
I wanted
Are
to
they
ask, but
benefiting?
I'm
Are
sure
they
we'll.
benefiting from the stuff too.
I thought we
Right,
said
they
they
could be
could go
old.
down that far.
Yeah, they could be older than the war, like your fucking dad.
Well, that's something we can find out now. And I'll
Yep. All right.
I'll knock on the door 3 times.
Bang those knockers.
Yeah, you knock on the door, and you hear the words. You may enter, brother. I've been expecting you.
She knows.
I'll kind of raise an eyebrow. I'll look at the rest of you guys and I'll push the door open.
You want us way out here? You want us to come in?
What do you want us to do?
You do what you feel that you need to. Whatever feels right to you.
Let's go
I'm
say
coming
hi,
in, I
guys.
can't-
Yeah, I was gonna say I think you.
Oh yeah, I'm going in.
I want to watch the family drama.
Yeah, I'll push the door open.
I need my stories.
Yeah, you push the door open, and this large chamber, kind of like a large gabled bed to the right, the curtains hanging from it, and to the left looks to be like a study. There's a kind of library over in this left nook area, and then down the center is this large, almost like green oak live edge desk. In the center of it, with like these little figurines stacked in certain places on top of it, and papers strung about it and stuff. And she's sitting. You see your sister, Lauren Vaughn, sitting behind the desk. This dark, almost black-skinned drow female with these long
No.
and golden jewelry. White hair sitting behind this desk.
Cade's dad went completely opposite with his mom.
Cade's
Wow,
gonna.
wow.
Cade's
Ain't
gonna.
she a sight, Mills?
Oh my god.
I'll look at her for a second, and then I'll.
And you see upon her face as you get closer, some human features as well. The cheeks kind of turn more of a paler dark with a little bit of freckles on them. The eyes aren't drow eyes; they're green actually.
Wild.
Nyx is in love.
I'll walk up and
We gotta let Cade get first dibs if he wants.
I was waiting for it. I thought Nyx would do it.
Round of applause, sir.
Yeah. I can hear Tor screaming like, "Why?" I'll walk up.
Mother like daughter.
Gotta keep it. Yeah, gotta keep it in the family, you know. I'll walk up.
Mother, daughter.
How big is the table?
It's a large,
A big table?
wooden live edge table. And as you get closer to it, you see these little figurines that are placed around it. It almost looks like a battle map table. Maybe there are markings of outposts or different
like a
legions
painted table.
places, and there's papers strung across the table and stuff too. It's lit up by candlelight, and the wax from the candles is leaking into the table itself and off the edges of
Hell
it. This
yeah.
table has been here for a long time.
I'll as I walk up, I'll be like, "Well, you have me at a disadvantage, sister."
Well, at my own place, I would need to know who enters.
That is fair. And a werebear guardian as a troll is
Boar.
boar. A wereboar troll guardian is not too shabby.
Not my guardian, just a happy friend that's been met along the way.
Fair enough. You could make worse friends, for sure. These happen to be some of mine, and my friends and compatriots.
Wait, you mean we're worse friends?
What?
You said we could make worse friends for sure. These happen to be some of mine.
I meant-
it is a pleasure to meet you, my lady.
Everyone introduce themselves, please. Nyx, you can go first.
I am King Molten, Nyx of the Fire Giants. It is a wonder to make your acquaintance. There is no
Very
queen
nice
in
to
my
meet
court
you
as of yet.
indeed. I did not know there was a change of command down there in the desert, as she writes a little note on a piece of paper.
Oh yes, I decapitated the old leader and am new king.
Very-
we
very
saw it all
recent.
go down.
Very
It's a
recent.
crazy fight.
Yep.
Aside from your mom, but yeah.
You get over it. But like I said, queen position is open.
Anyone else, please?
She
I'm
roll a. I don't know.
Might be one.
Roll an insight. Roll an insight check, and then also roll a. Let's say a persuasion check.
Nyx.
Yeah, Nyx.
Production.
That was almost a 20. That's a 10 for insight.
I swear, if he gets a nat 20 on this. Aren't you Jewish?
5.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, there it goes.
Blasphemer.
Yeah. So you as you're looking at her, you get the sense that she does not have a significant other. You see no ring on a finger or a betrothal necklace of any kind around her neck. But then she looks back at you and says, "I'll keep that in mind."
Oh, yeah, awesome.
Winks at Grace.
She does, in fact, turn over to Grace, expecting a formal invitation or presentation. As you get the sense that she already knows who you are.
Princess Grace O'Malley, ma'am. of the O'Malley clan. How do you do today?
I'm doing rather well, and I don't happen to see a ring on your finger.
And
Oh,
I,
damn it.
Alondor says,
No!
to the side, and I am Alondor.
Oh, damn.
The monastery of Io, out to the sea. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you indeed, and Landor.
I'm Mason Miller, defender of the wilds of Clan Cragdraw by way of the Dragonheart Company, now with the Reset Rejects.
That was a good intro.
That
That was
a
good.
lot of
Big
words.
clap for yeah. That was good. That was good.
That's appropriate.
Crumb looks just like you, right?
Mm.
Yeah, she kind of looks back and forth with me. Are you two brothers?
Yeah, something like that.
In a way.
It's a whole
Chrome
thing.
is short for simulacrum. I made them from my mind in snow.
Very powerful indeed. Well, it is very
Yeah.
nice to meet you all. Especially you, Grace. I was heard that you were to be wed, but I see that did not go through.
No, that
brother-
was a while ago.
What is the meaning of you being here? And
Wicked.
and I was hoping that anyways, why are you here?
Tight? What the fuck?
You gonna finish your sentence?
Please speak your mind. Feel no need to.
We can leave if y'all need a moment.
Is there something you wish to discuss privately?
Well, the last time I saw you, you were kicking rocks in the yard with your fellow kindergartners.
Oh, you weren't at the ball?
I was not.
Well, it's a good thing because he kind of danced with his own mom. And
So anyway, the reason we're here,
Talking about the mom.
I'm kind of yeah.
Me and brother were taking bets on how long it took for you to come and find out one of us.
So who won?
I did.
Oh,
And I also knew it would be me first.
well, you happen to be a little closer. Plus,
oh, Craghammer was closer to Carthage.
was it?
It was.
Yes.
Yeah, but we've never been to
Both-
Craghammer. It's like a whole thing.
Also,
I
both
learned,
are equally far away if you're using teleportation.
Right.
That's true.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
Father suggested you first.
Oh,
Did he?
Yeah,
Did he? Yeah.
but well, now having found out that I have, even if we aren't bound by all of our blood, we still have some of the same. And Father finally shared these secrets with me that I did in fact have siblings, and being that I always wanted some and have never officially met, that I can remember at least, I wanted to try because things have been kind of rough lately, and you know.
Not to mention, he also is now a servant of the same god as you and your brother.
I was getting there. And a lot's happened lately that's made me reevaluate things, including my service to our common patron. Now,
Who might that be?
Father led me to believe that you also, well, this whole side of the family serves the Raven Queen.
Yes, well, Mother definitely serves her devoutly.
That would be
Me and
common
my
of the champion.
time, My indulgences lead me more into the lesser servitude of gods and more of servitude of my devotion to the Death Watch.
That's fair. I mean, one kind of goes hand in hand with the same.
not saying I don't believe in their capabilities or powers. It's just, what have they ever done for me?
You haven't felt her touch?
Not in a long time, brother.
What about your mother?
I see her out of the corner of my eye from time to time, in peril.
In
In
peril.
peril.
I would leave that one alone. That seems like a family dynamic.
Well, if you keep seeing
The
her,
champion.
I think she means like she's doing her bidding. It puts her in peril.
Does she not walk this plane?
Are you guys talking to her or in
Yeah.
your head?
I'm talking
No, I'm
out loud.
saying out loud.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm just talking out loud.
yeah.
Oh yes, Mother is the champion of the Raven Queen, and whenever I become in peril with this business, I see her out of the corner of my eye from time to time trying to protect me.
Oh.
Oh,
Isn't that
Oh, that's quite handy.
explicitly against what the Raven Queen wants?
I do believe so. She may be doing it under the guise of something else, or maybe in not knowing, you know?
and I don't think it's
Maybe that's why she picked
explicitly.
Cade to replace her mom because you're not following the rules.
I don't think it's also explicitly
No.
against the rules per se.
What was that?
Ooh.
Oh.
Eee.
Damn, Mills! What the fuck?
So we're not talking
Sorry.
about the incest, but yeah, sure, we'll talk about the change of champions.
What my friend here means is that, well, if you met me way back when, I'm sure you've at least kept some kind of tabs on me.
Up until your change, then we left you to your own devices, as is the way.
Well,
There's a lot you
a,
don't know then.
a lot more changes happened.
Changes? Could you be specific? There's a lot.
I,
Werewolf
I think
or
she
the
meant-
vampire?
I think she meant like the original change,
The death.
the lycanthrope. Yes,
Yeah.
I'll look at her for confirmation. Like,
Is that what you mean?
Is that what you mean?
That is what I mean, but I sense that you're no longer afflicted.
more has happened, a lot more recently.
Renounce the Death Watch?
No, not at all. So, if you have not kept up since the original change, I was also afflicted with dampirism for a while, and a failed culling. Sometime after that, very recently, I was afflicted by some malevolent
Champion of Nerul.
deities.
Narrow.
Yes.
Yeah. Turned my homeland into a desert.
Turned mine into a forest.
Accidentally.
Tiger wings. He got really spindly and yanky. Oh.
Fought and killed the father of all lycanthropes.
All
Oh, yeah,
changelings.
wow.
To
Yes.
take his place as the champion of Nerul, not willingly.
Not willingly.
obviously.
Didn't know that was going to happen. Didn't know it was going to happen.
Then he met Mask.
I did sense a change in the scent.
And then recently the Raven Queen offered to take care of this multiple afflictions from gods and everything else if I was willing to serve her. And thinking about it, it seemed like a fair trade. And I was also given life again in exchange for pretty much doing what I was already doing with a Death Watch. So I might not have the change anymore, but my mission still feels the same. And I have no plans to change that.
Well, at least I know you're not coming after my job.
What is that, by the way? Father was kind of vague.
Oh, you know, a bit of this, a bit of that.
Vague. There we go. We see where he gets it from.
Must runs in the
We
family,
know
I see.
exactly where. Fucking. Oh my god. Your dad.
You Death Watch lot aren't very talkative. Huh?
Nope.
So you say you're committed to the Death Watch wholly.
It is my path and my purpose.
I'll say in my head, be like, keep an eye out right now. And I'll be like, so do you know what Father is going through right now?
I've not talked to him in quite some time.
Would you care to be enlightened?
I mean, his business is his own, but
Not
you have
his
something-
Death
business.
Watch business,
No.
baby.
You have something to share.
This concerns the Death Watch as a whole, the organization itself. And I'll pull out the
That's
dagger.
how if we're the only ones that can hear this conversation.
Give
That's
me
why-
a perception check.
That's why I say keep an eye out, because I want everybody on watch right now.
Keep an eye out. You mean keep an ear out?
Everything. Just be mindful.
26.
You look around the room, and you don't see anyone here in this room itself, but the door is still open that y'all came through. You did not close it.
I'll close the door behind.
Yeah, you walk back down the chamber and close the door. And you hear on the outside of the door the shuffling of feet as you walk close to it.
Of course.
Peer out.
You peer out the room and you see the curtails of a cloak going behind a hallway.
Keep note of that. Let everybody in their heads know.
But
I just turn to the door when he says it in my head.
I'll pull out Father's dagger, and I'll come around to the side and approach her like face to face and be like, apparently there are malevolent higher ups in the Death Watch that have been using these to prolong their life, not in the normal way, but with innocent souls as well. And I'll look her in the face to try to get a beat on her to see how she
Yeah.
feels about this.
As you say that, she reaches her hand out to you and puts her hand on your hand and kind of grabs the outside of your hand as you set the knife down on the table. And you see her, everyone else sees her eyes flicker for a second. Just her eyelids flicker, kind of vibrate. Go on, and she'll take her hand away.
Are you okay?
That was weird, right?
Oh,
Eh,
just concerned.
Well, I'm
gonna
concerned.
stab you?
No?
Apparently, unbeknownst to Father even, some of the other Death Watch members have been using this to prolong their life with innocent lives, not just evil. Like, pretty much anybody around one of these things that dies, whether it be monster, ghoul, or just innocent babies, gets absorbed. And having been into the Shadowfell recently, I can say with the utmost certainty that souls are not passing on as they should, which might be something different, could have something to do with this, we're not sure, but that's something we're looking into. And Father is currently on the way to the other deacons to try to amass a summons to see if anybody knows anything, or to help root out those that might, which also is quite concerning to me because he denied help from us. So he could be very well walking into a trap.
That is rather concerning, brother. Me and Mackie have been trying to ascertain some of the things that have been happening within the Order within the past couple of years, leading to a conclusion of something very similar. The knives themselves and where the energy actually goes was eluding us for quite some time, and it seems that you are on the same path of thinking. Let me ask you a question. When I say the words Forgotten Forest, what does that mean to you?
I'll kind of I'll put the knife back in my hilt and I'll look and be like, it does ring a bell. And I'll kind of look at everybody else like,
Yeah, the Alhoons?
what do you know of it, sister? Have you been there?
Well, every time we send a raiding party to see what is in the location, we get no information.
Oh,
Yep. There's quite a big reason for that, there, miss.
I used to live near there. Now it's a desert.
Yeah. We haven't been back since.
oh shit.
There's quite, as my Alondor said, there is quite the reason for that.
Anyone who leaves the forest, their memory is wiped from the time
This is
that
what
there
we've
is.
come to ascertain. Yes.
We wrote down notes so that we could remind ourselves.
So that
And
is
we-
how you remember.
Well, not really remember per se, but recall,
It's-
sort of.
We thought, on the outside it was a bit gibberish when we went out sort of one at a time to try and make the transition easier of not remembering, because somehow we figured out that on the inside that leaving we wouldn't remember. So I guess on the
Well-
inside we made a plan to tell ourselves on the outside.
Good thinking.
What does that forest have to do with this plot?
Well, me and your brother, Mackie, have been ever since your father left, or our father left. We've been trying to determine what he was looking for, and why he had to go, and why the other deacons chose him for this task. So we started to look into the other deacons and find out where they meet. And from our couple-year-long escapades of doing so, we've narrowed it down to this location.
That's
Oh
smart.
My God.
Are they
the
mean?
deacons or the Alhoons?
I think what Terran's trying to say is, when we were there, supposedly, not that we can actually remember, but we wrote down that the place was run by a set of Alhoons. Do you think that they might be masquerading as the Deathwatch Deacons, or that...
Can I remember how many Alhoons there were?
I think it was 5, right?
5.
5 or 7?
That's what we wrote
There's
down.
4 deacons. Maybe one stays there.
Maybe. But that would mean that Cade's dad is one.
Doesn't mean that, but
If that's the theory, then
Yeah. And also, but then there's the fact that they're also feeding off of the
9.
lives of the people in the tree. There's 9 of them?
They're the collective 9.
no, there's way more.
Oh.
Well,
least
so
that's what my notes
maybe they just go there to meet, because then they can have secret meetings and not remember where they met.
Or there's an exchange of information that where they can all, the 9 and the deacons, exchange information on how to prolong their lives and things. We don't really know.
How does it work if they have a meeting there and then once they leave they forget the meeting? Like,
The
Yeah,
most secret
point of
of
that.
meetings.
They might, yeah, exactly.
They
How?
didn't get anything accomplished.
Well, they might be immune. They might have a way to make it to where they don't forget.
Well, weren't the Alhoons like some form of mind flayers? So they're like not really people. They might not be they're like psychically.
You
I
know
think-
as much about
Really-
them as I do, because I've never even heard of an Alhoon.
I've heard an owl
They-
before and a loon, but no.
Well,
they
Alhoon.
gave
came.
us a lot of information when we went in there, expecting us to forget it once we walked out.
They came
they
here
told us
on
stuff.
the back of a dragon. A seed on the back of a dragon.
And implanted themselves
Mm.
here. And made a tree that they're these strange elves. They're not like any of the elf races we have here, but they feed off of them continually, or that's what they told us.
Do you think that they have something to do with what the deacons are doing?
I have no idea. This is the first time that I'm hearing of them.
Or you just know that the deacons travel there to talk.
It's something. Yeah, right.
That's why they narrowed it down.
Hmm.
And you know,
This is all a
there
bunch
was
of
a
Maybe
wide-
that way-
here.
Maybe
also
that
a
way,
wide
if somebody's
radius.
following them, then they, forget why when they leave there, and maybe
And-
they do have a way of remembering.
they not necessarily go to like the tree city that we found, because there's a wide radius where that effect happens. They could just meet inside of it somewhere.
But you say these creatures that you talk to, they siphon the life from the people they live around?
So instead of being like a vampire and just leeching completely, they use the entire tree as a city, sort of. Well, no, not sort of. It's its own city inside and around that they built on this gigantic tree. And they siphon a little bit from every living being in this entire city to,
Like parasites.
right, like little bit from a lot of people rather than take the entire life or sucking dry one or two beings.
It makes the
Didn't
effect
we
so
pass
minuscule,
someone-
like it's just aging.
Before our meeting with him, didn't we pass someone coming out?
Huh?
Of the tree?
Like before
Right.
y'all's meeting, there was somebody
Before-
else meeting with
Yeah,
them
there was.
beforehand.
Yeah, so we passed someone coming out before our meeting going in.
You're right. Who was that? Can I roll a history? Can I roll a history check?
Well,
Well,
we
you
wouldn't
can't remember.
remember.
Shit,
can't
shit.
remember.
You're right. You're
I
right. You're
just
right.
remember that we.
Damn it.
We talked to someone. I think we wrote
wrote
that
it
down,
down.
that we talked to someone before our meeting with him.
Someone led
Well,
us
I think
there. Someone led us there. Yeah, someone led us there. I think it was one of the.
You guys sat down on the bench outside of the doors.
Mhm.
There was, and someone exited the room. You had a conversation with them before entering.
Yeah, and we didn't really write down what the conversation was or who
Yeah.
it was. I just remember writing down that we talked
Shit.
to someone before, and it made me uneasy about the meeting we're about to have. But that's all that we wrote.
Yeah, and then when we came out, there was like some sort of it was like a bell or a chime effect or something that tried to make us forget, but some of us were able to resist and remember exactly what the Alhoons had told us. But then, so there's that forgetting effect, and then there's the effect of the forest itself. So it's like a
Mhm.
double defense against any information getting out.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a very secretive place. Gonna have to do some
Mhm.
research about these Alhoon creatures and how they siphon life from the city they live in.
He said they were from Faerun. A place called Faerun.
Oh, yeah,
We
the-
were there.
And
The place that we chased Dexter.
Yeah, and we were on that planet.
Not long.
Weird.
Very briefly.
never heard of it.
It's
Bedroom, not Deckard's place.
no.
It is.
Is
Yeah,
it?
That's where
Yeah.
that's where the Moon Isles are.
Oh, you're right. Yes, right.
Yeah,
That's
it's the
right.
same
Yeah, yeah,
planet.
Moonshay Isles.
yeah, yeah.
Ugh, okay. Well, that
I would
means your
suggest
dad's
a
on the way
recording
there.
device if you go to the Forgetful Woods.
Right, I think I'm going to call together the rest of us, and we might make a trek ourselves.
Bartow is in on it.
Yes, he's one of the ones that we know for a fact is
He was
And
sucking
how do you- dirty.
souls
And
with
how do
the
you know
dagger.
this?
we saw him do it.
Yeah,
we
we
wouldn't.
watched him
they
do it.
would-
Cade brought
and
the
that
dagger
seems to
to him.
that
and
seemed
he
to
drained it.
disturb Riker.
Yeah, because he said that the Deathbringers aren't supposed to have that sort of power and be able to drain
Right.
with daggers.
We are not. That is very disconcerting.
And I mean, that probably goes to say that Marrow Tau is probably in on it too. If
Yes.
they're siblings.
I'll leave them out of our investigation then.
Yes, because Father said only the deacons are supposed to be able to do this sort of thing.
Yeah, the deacons, whenever they come together, is when they do it.
Do you think Father's being set up and walking into a trap?
I've no way to know.
I'm very concerned that that might be the case, and he's just too
This is
blind to see it because he's trusting them too much.
This is all news to me. So
He
Do
said
I
he's also been
believe
gone.
anything she's saying?
you can give me an insight
Yeah,
check.
but what if Tao is just going rogue and it's like unbeknownst to the uppers?
I'd like to roll an insight too, if that's possible, if I can.
I think that's what Riker is
29.
functioning off of. Like he thinks that it's just Dark Tau going rogue and somehow.
What'd you
got the
get,
low
Grace?
knowledge.
29.
29.
Oh, yeah.
And Cade, what are you trying to figure out?
I'm just trying to see if I believe anything she's saying.
Yeah,
If she's
Grace, yeah,
sincere.
you believe her. This is knowledge to her. She doesn't seem to. There's no glint in her eye of already knowing this information that Cade is saying, or you guys are presenting. Well, brother, what would you have me do?
Well, I think at the very least, brother should know this as well if you trust him, which I believe you do.
Oh, I wholeheartedly do, and I will be giving them this information quite soon. Yes, and I think we'll make a nice investigation party of ourselves with Kyle, Sylvie, and Wash. Maybe Fisk. I don't know. He's a bit aloof, but we'll go down and see what's going on in this Forgotten Wood.
I assume you're abreast of the situation in Railheim and Tailstone.
Yes, we are. Tailstone has seemed to be under siege for quite some time, but I'm getting word that it is the city itself is being retaken by the populace.
That's
yeah.
good to hear.
And Railheim, such a shame. It was a good city, had good prospects. We were seeing a good uptick in prospects for the Watch from that area of the world, but now it is all gone.
Thanks.
Oh, that up close. That wasn't fun.
Do you think that we should all accompany you together?
Or should we follow your dad?
We're
since
meeting
we might
Deckard
know
in 2
he's-
days.
Yeah, I don't know if we can go with her.
But also, like, I guess if it's a trap, it's a trap. Like, we know that he's going to the Forgotten Forest now. So,
Well, he said it would take about a week to gather everyone. So we have time.
what are the chances? So,
No, we have
all
2
of
days.
the 9.
Well, Tara, what were you saying?
I was saying all of the 9 Alhoons were there when we went, right?
Yes.
So what are the chances that there was a meeting happening when we got there? So maybe they're just colluding with Yao. But I don't know.
Lando, what I was saying is we have time to do the beach stuff in the ocean and then go take care of stuff like that afterwards.
Well, yeah, maybe. I mean, we don't know
Possibly.
how
Yeah, we don't know how
that's gonna
long
take.
that
That's true.
expedition's gonna
And,
take.
you
I
know,
just mean
there's
it's
no
possible.
There's no real beach. Just to be clear,
It's just cliffs.
Exactly. It's there's
Ugh.
no like we have stairways and you know, tunnels that lead down to the water's edge, and part of our, you know, our where, you know, I would say at least, you know, 30 miles of the coastline is just straight cliffside, and then you might get into
Yeah.
some maybe beachy areas, but it's rocky, you know. It's not like sand.
I was
So
looking
no
forward to,
beach vacation episode.
Yeah, I was looking forward to getting tan. Gotta get my maroon on.
Oh, it's a cold, desolate place. Like it's chilly most of the waters
They
are
always
refuge.
are.
You know, it's warmer in the water than it is in the air on the outside most of the year.
Well,
It's a
sister,
hard sell, buddy.
sister,
Go somewhere nice for once.
is there a way for me to contact you in case something we need to meet up or rendezvous or whatnot?
I mean, sure. If you send a raven or a messenger of some sorts.
Do you mind being scrowed on?
Well, I do have quite a number of enemies, so scries
Yes.
don't tend to last long.
Are you thinking the thing I did with Father with the writing?
Yeah, I mean, we can scry on anybody we want, but if they allow you to scry on them, it's easier.
Are you talking about the piece of paper that your dad gave you for
Yeah.
the writing?
Yeah.
I
Like
think
how I
you
wrote.
and him.
Well, I meant how I wrote to him in the astral thing.
Oh,
I think.
the astral projection. Thing.
Right.
That's
yeah,
right.
that was a
Right.
scry amplified.
Right. We could do that. I guess we'll try that then. If we don't have anything like a sending stone or anything other way to contact you.
I don't have one on me.
That's fine.
It's okay. We don't.
We'll do
need
that.
to collect sending stones.
We'll
We
do
already
that.
Have one for
That's fair.
someone Else.
Use 2 channels, like, you know, make it.
I'll turn to the rest of the party and be like, well, do we want to stay here the night or do we want to keep going? What do you want to do?
Is this
Stay
all you
here at your
wanted?
sister's place?
Well, maybe not here, but like in the city.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
It's like 8:30 in the morning.
It's,
Did y'all want to talk to the king?
Oh, that's right. Yes, we should. I believe. I think so.
I mean, sure. We don't really have progress for him, but we
No.
might as well.
Kind of let him know, like,
see the prince too while we're there.
I don't think that's necessary.
No, I think that's a great idea.
all right.
I don't know.
All right. Let's take a vote then. All for the king.
Okay.
Okay. All for the
What else are
prince.
we gonna do?
All for the prince.
Oh my
Oh,
Well,
god.
shit,
hold
wait a
on.
minute, there's choice.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
This is just like
Grace, you can't change your voice. You can't change your vote. You gotta stick with your original vote.
Damn, Grace, you got
Okay.
all the suitors.
I think we can at least, stay the night and.
Lauren, you got Cade's half sister. You got the fucking Prince of Misty Gold. Like what the hell? And you're running away from being married.
And
You know me
the
anyways,
blacksmith guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's
Oh
in
yeah,
the
the buff elf. That's
In
right.
the city.
Oh.
There's no reason to go back to
Grace,
Townstone.
that Grace and Harley were both into.
That's right.
We've got all the gear
Yeah.
we need.
Well, I guess we can
Well,
just stay the night here
I
then.
need to go talk to my brother and give him this information and start an expedition party, if it were. It's very nice to meet you all, but it seems I have things to do. She turns and nods to all of you, and she grabs Grace's hand and kisses it. Until we meet again.
Are you leaving
Nice
today?
to meet you too.
And she turns and she pulls this curtain from behind a wall, and there's this mirror. It's like a large human-sized mirror, and she touches a couple points on it. Just it turns back to you
Ooh.
and says, "Yes, I'm going to speak with him right now.
Teleportation mirror.
Have what you will with the facilities, but don't stay too long, as
Yeah, we're out of here. We gotta go meet the king.
you're not turned anymore, brother." And she steps
Mm.
through the mirror.
Yee.
Uh-oh.
Okay, we'll just kind of look down and look kind of sad and be like,
It's
All
fine.
right.
You're about to take her mom's job anyway, so let's
I
get out of here.
thought like not everyone was turned. So
I know, that's what I thought. Is everybody
Yeah,
a
but
Not
stepmom?
everybody
Cade
has
was
the-
turned.
Not everybody has the same privileges.
yeah,
Oh,
so he's
he's
just
now
revoked.
lesser.
You've revoked your own privileges,
You did.
motherfucker.
You lessened your status.
Look, I'm alive now, okay?
Yeah, if it weren't for the
You only have one
vampirism,
god in
it
your
would
head.
have been fine.
Maybe one
Alright,
god.
let's
We found
go.
the one.
Yes, let's keep going, I guess.
How much longer can everyone play? 'Cause I'm just looking at the time.
I think
now.
it's a good. I think it's a good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a good stopping point,
As
yeah.
she steps
Yeah.
through the mirror, and you guys contemplate your next moves. Going to see the king, saying hey to him, and getting on your way down to Alondor's neck of the woods. That's where we'll end tonight's session.
Cool.
Nice.
I knew they were connected.
I fucking knew it.
I didn't see Drow coming.
Really?
Well, half drow.
Okay, okay. Him hooking up with a Drow.
Yeah.
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 Why? I could totally see that. You're like,
It's like opposites now.
you're immortal. You literally have like the fucking ages. You probably just get bored with one like.
Now, I'm wondering how old they are.
You didn't ask.
That's a valid
I
question.
was gonna
Yeah.
ask.
I didn't want to that'd be rude. Like, hey, how old are you? Yeah.
Well, they knew you. Well,
I'm,
they knew you when you were in kindergarten.
Right.
Yeah, so we know.
But they're
older.
but they're an elf. I mean, I don't know. I guess we could have I guess we could have Grace ask.
I was gonna say, yeah, I could ask. I literally just
Yeah.
thought about that. I was like, I bet she would answer me.
Dude, she wants to be the princess
Yeah.
marriage. She'll take over the marriage.
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 Or Nyx.
Hmm.
Sorry, buddy.
Oh,
Hey,
that was funny.
Maybe
I
his
know.
brother's available.
Hey, dude. And I mean, Kate's mom didn't fully shut you down.
Facts.
Also, didn't fully shut Cade down.
Okay.
Also true. I don't.
True.
Mm.
I think
Uh.
it was implied.
It was definitely
I would
implied.
hope it was
It's definitely
implied.
Ian just
I
didn't
don't know
roll.
how Celestials get down.
Ian just didn't role play it enough for me to actually like.
Or you're just oblivious.
Everybody else didn't think of it either. Okay.
Way.
Nobody
None of us
else.
caught that.
Nobody
Not
caught
a
that.
single soul.
You guys thought Alondor lived on the beach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She lived in the
Yeah. I thought your monastery was on the beach.
Coral and
There's
I
no
know.
beach.
What?
what?
I thought it was. I
you-
thought it was beach. I thought you lived in the ocean.
So you're
Yeah,
going for the
half of
Irish
the monastery
sea
is
cliff.
in the ocean.
Well, plus you had
The Irish
horses.
sea cliffs.
Yes, we have horses.
So I thought beach. You know, like okay.
So
I literally
imagine.
was thinking like Ariel and Prince Eric and
Yeah.
his castles on the beach. Oh, I had in mind.
So imagine this, but with drow skin, and that's what she looked like.
Oh. With the red hair or white
Red,
Ah.
whitish, blondish red is her hair, with those color eyes and
That's a
the drow
lot
skin,
of freckles.
and drow skin with freckles. Yeah.
Jesus.
hair? Oh shit.
Does my father have freckles?
No.
Goes from mommy. So the green eyes and the hair are probably from your dad.
Yeah, that's kind of what
Which is
she looked
weird.
like.
'Cause you
Interesting.
don't have green eyes at all.
I'm
You
pretty
have
sure my
really
mom's
cool-
genes are a lot stronger.
Now that you're alive, yeah. Now that
Yeah.
you're not a vampire.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see how that bakery turns out. That's gonna be cool. Y'all got a little
Yeah, we have
enterprise
an
going there.
investment property now. We have
Uh,
And
you
we
investment
have
guys-
a
property.
name! We have
Yes.
a
You guys have a
name!
name?
We have a
You're
name.
welcome.
Long time coming.
Man.
Oh my god.
Only took what, 4 years? 3 or 4 years?
You still have a giant chest of diamonds to get appraised.
We can do that while we're in the city.
430,000 gold pieces at your disposal. I don't know what you guys want to do with that, but
You could
the
buy the
buy our own
space
house.
shark!
Start the
Need some
fucking
clothes.
city.
I gotta breathe now though.
the amounts of gold that you have is like the more you have, the quicker it goes, because you guys instantly just gave 50,000 away.
We're investing in a business that will be profitable, okay?
Hopefully.
We have an investment.
Don't
We have an investment.
We hope
It's
so.
gonna be super profitable when we crank that fucking time wheel backwards.
We gotta make
Before
sure
we
to
go
add
back
that
in
the-
time, should we
in the
just bury
formula.
it somewhere?
For what?
Why would we bury it? We have a hole.
Ew.
We can keep it in.
Bring it with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it'll be if it'll be
The word
useless.
Gold doesn't mean.
I was gonna say, watch gold not be worth anything when we reset time if we do.
It's gonna be
We
like,
Ah.
want to keep the diamond and the gold, and that way
Well-
we got two options.
if the Lachey come back, their whole thing was the rose gold currency. It was like a
Oh.
tinted gold in their kingdom. So maybe it would just be that, and we could be like, we have a knockoff version. Here you go. It's the same shit. Just take it. Fuck's sake, please.
Well, yeah,
Also, we're friends with the prince, so.
some correlation back
May
to
not be
the
friends.
Forgotten Forest from Cade's sister.
Oh my gosh. That's where they think that's where she thinks those meetings are? That is
That's where her and her brother Mackie think the meetings might be held.
Who thinks that they're the Alhoons? Like, not all of them, but some of them. And who thinks that they're just colluding? Like, it's a really a
even know if they're
50-50
colluding.
toss-up. How can they
Colluding,
be
the
in
Alhoons
that
could have
area?
made these daggers.
Yeah.
At the very least, they're exchanging information,
Well, yeah. They could've-
maybe to nefarious means.
And if they are colluding, they might have, protection against the forgetting.
I think they do. That's a strong bet. I think.
Oh,
Hmm.
yeah.
And
Mind blown.
still on the trek of that dragon orb at the depths of the ocean.
Yeah, we'll have
Eventually.
one left.
we gotta make a few detours.
The one that got Cade's dad's party killed.
Hopefully, it doesn't have a
Can't wait
repeat.
to find that one.
Mhm.
Honestly, Thalos probably has that one. Like, realistically, if that's how they all died. Or Krellick has it. And he's trying to double agent us. I don't know.
I guess maybe we'll find out next week.
Woo!
Are we playing Thursday?
Yes.
Nice.
Sweet. Well, I guess until then.
Yeah, thanks for running the session. That was fun.
Yes.
So happy to have played again. I was missing it so much.
It's a
Yeah.
good long
Yeah.
one too.
Yeah.
More lore drop.
Bye guys.
So much
Night.
lore.